voice doesn't give out. That would suck if my voice gave out during the show.
It sounds like it's getting weak. Are you okay?
I literally have not been talking all day today. I literally have been working in the garage, headset on, listening to music, which is not one of the 5 things that is on my list. But I really hate to say this, but I have found 2 different YouTube channels that obviously is using AI to do like epic metal versions of songs, and it's fucking awesome.
I did some AI versions of video game songs, like from 16-bit stuff and 8-bit stuff. It's pretty. You can do some badass stuff, man.
Dude, you can do some totally badass stuff. The one that I found today, let me see if I can find this real quick. I'm obviously not gonna.
I think people get upset though when we talk about AI stuff.
Well, no. What I was gonna say is, while you're looking that up, there is somebody. I think they're down in the States. I can't remember where the hell they are, but he's a musician, and so what he's doing is he's going to these AI YouTube channels, actually recording those songs that they make, and then copyright claiming against them to say, no, that's mine now.
Yeah, that's why mine that I put up are not monetized, and people can do whatever they want. I don't care.
Well, that's why I think it's freaking hilarious. Like it's
although my lyrics are original. I write the lyrics.
So the one that the algorithm decided, the YouTube algorithm decided to serve to me first. The channel is called Moon Lunar Cinematic.
It's kind of redundant. Moon Lunar.
I thought so too. I was like, are you whatever? But it's like kind of epic goth dark versions of stuff. And literally the first song they served to me was Barbie Girl. This slaps. It is so good. First off, I love that song anyway, but yeah, I'm just like, that slaps. That's awesome.
It's the moon's moon.
It's the moon's moon.
The moon's moon. Is that like when the moon like pranks you?
Yeah. And then the other one that I've been listening to for several weeks, I think I sent it like on the Discord or whatever. What is it called? Flashback 2047. And like they've done like a lot of movie and video game and cartoon themes as epic versions. Man, those are awesome too. I'm still the one that got me hooked was the one they did of the Transformers theme from the movie, this big epic metal version of it, and I'm just like, oh, that's so good. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
But anyway. So yeah, I haven't even been talking a lot all day today. I've literally I had my headphones on, I'm out working in the garage, listening to music, working on stuff, and all of a sudden my voice is just like, hey, guess what? It's time for a vacation.
Now you got to warm it up.
Yeah. You
Start singing.
You got to do like those exercises, they do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
La, 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 and all that kind of stuff.
Right on pitch.
Get you some lemon juice and some whiskey.
Actually, a little bit of coconut oil in your coffee. Apparently that's what helps.
Okay. Isn't that what JTJ said?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And some whiskey.
That's
so
great.
Nice and smooth.
Yeah. Some some Glenmorangie. Some little bit of scotch. Just be careful. Just be careful. There, I can attest. Raising my right hand, testifying.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Scotch is a problem. Be careful. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Well, now that Ray's not there, let's go and get started. No.
I'm here.
I love your crocheted blanket.
She made it.
It's very nice.
Thank you.
It reminds me of home. My grandmother used to do that, and I miss all that kind of stuff. It's really cool. I appreciate it very much.
Do you think Jon Snow would tear something like that up if you put it on the back of your couch?
He would respect the hell out of
it. So our both cats do respect it.
Yes.
The one that's in here all the time, Minerva, the one. She usually grabs a hold of it and then makes biscuits on it.
Okay.
I think cats appreciate something that already has holes in it. You know what I mean?
This is great craftsmanship. This is good.
I don't have to do it.
I don't have to make the holes already here.
Yeah.
Someone's done the work for me.
Fun fact: if you cut a hole in that, it'll have less holes.
That's right.
Wow. This is the beginning of a riddle. This is how riddles get started. Yes.
Fair enough.
What can you cut and add a hole and will make less hole? I mean, I don't know what it is, but there's something that's gonna
Riddle there.
Okay.
There, how's that?
All right, gang. I'm gonna hit the intro. Man, I have to figure this out whenever my membership runs out here. Be back in the free program.
What are we doing? What are we doing when that happens? Just
I may be doing everything through what's it called? OBS. So
Ken.
well, I'll
Can
warn you.
be.
I did try to do something like that through OBS through a thing called Ninja something, and it was problematic. It was
Ninja Gaiden.
no, not that, not that.
Ninja Gaiden was problematic.
That was
actually it was, yeah.
dude. That's hard game. That's hard game.
Hell
I can
yeah.
I've played it so much that I can go through it pretty much and get anyway. Never mind. But yes, it's a hard game.
That's how easy it is to get you off topic. This is fantastic.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're doing my thing. How dare you, Ray?
I hate. Sometimes I feel bad for bringing it up, but I've told Nick that I'm like, son, you're here. This is your train of thought, and I pulled it up on my phone, and it's the fucking mine cart from Donkey Kong Country. I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. This is your train of thought because you literally jump from thing to thing to thing. And Chrissy's like, yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Shut up.
So, oh, he knows. He understands. He's just like, I can't help it. I'm like, I get it. I understand. Dad's there too sometimes. Like, I'm all over the place, but you know,
Squirrel.
squirrel. Yeah. So, all right, here we go. 3, 2.
This is the Epically Geeky Show, a place for all things geeky.
Welcome out to the Epically Geeky Show, episode number 196. I am your host for the evening, Eugene Stevens. Tonight, I'm joined by Joseph, Cyrus, Ray, and Chris. How are y'all doing?
We're awake.
You are now. Let's jump right into our opening question, and that would be, what are you currently not into that you normally are? What are you currently not into that you normally are? Would anyone like to go first? If not, I can jump in because I've already got this one planned out. If anyone needs,
I'll jump in.
think. All right, Ray, what are you currently not into that you normally would be?
Summer movies.
Oh, wow. No, dude, I totally get that.
Yeah, this summer I am not going to the movies. Yes, we bought a store. Yes, we're busy every night. Yeah, that aside, I just don't really. There's nothing really drawing me. Now we talked about the Odyssey, and that's an interesting movie. Spider-Man's coming up soon. That's an interesting movie. There's normally during the summer, it's like at least once a month I want to go to the movies.
Mm-hmm.
I have no draw right now. That maybe once this summer I'm going to go.
Fair enough. I've actually seen several movies this summer, but there's some out there that I was like, I would normally probably go see. Part of me is just like, I don't know if I want to spend the money on it. Like Supergirl is out right now. I do want to go see Supergirl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I can. I've been by myself this weekend, and I halfway thought about going, and then I got busy doing other stuff, and it's just like, well, I don't know if that one's going to get seen or not. Hell, I've even seen movies this summer that I kind of wish I hadn't seen. So
I think Supergirl might be one of those that you haven't experienced yet, but from what I hear, yeah.
You know what? I can appreciate Supergirl for what it is. I didn't care for Backrooms. It's not my cup of tea. So, and I have no interest in learning the lore so that I can understand it and enjoy it. Like, it's just, yeah. I get it. I get what those people say now when they're just like, wait a minute, I got to follow all these movies and watch all these shows so I can keep up with Marvel or with Star Wars. I mean, yeah, kind of. I'm like, I don't really want to have to watch 15 hours of YouTube. So they're like, oh, okay. I understand why they made that choice in the movie now. Don't care. So it is what it is. Chris, is there anything you're not into that you normally would be?
Yeah, reading. Last year, I read the most books I've ever read, ever. And this year, I've done more DNFing than ever. I just cannot get into it. Every book, I'm so hopeful. I'm so hopeful. And then I'm like, this is crap.
With the exception of one series.
What series is that?
Dungeon Crawler Carl, you are listening to.
It's taking me a long time, though.
Yes, it is.
It's taking me a long time to get it. It's not, I have like 2 hours left, maybe.
Yeah.
But like book club books, don't give a shit. I just don't care. And I don't know if I'd like accidentally burnt myself out last year.
We're reading so many synopsises that we feel like we've read all the books.
That too.
I was going to ask you, there's a phenomenon that happens to collectors of video games or movies or whatever, where they build this huge collection and then they have what they call choice paralysis, where they're like, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do. They have so many options that they don't really want to do any of them. I'm like, you bought a bookstore. Like,
it's been happening like this whole year. Like it's been starting since January. It's just like, I'm like, I just don't. A part of it, things I did get burnt out. I read 64 books last year, which is, I mean, for some people that's a lot. For some people that's not many at all. Yeah. For me, that's the most. And I got burnt. Yeah.
I don't think
More Distracted said this is starting to sound like the burnout episode, dude. Yeah, a little bit. Like it affects everything, man. Burnout affects everything.
Everything. So yeah, but I'm reading one right now by an author that I like, and I'm hopeful. This is how it always starts. I'm so hopeful, and then I'm just like, something happens, or the character pisses me off. I don't know. Maybe I'm just grouchy right now. I've just been grouchy for like the last 6 months, maybe. I don't know.
No, I feel you on that because like normally during the summer I go back and re-listen to a series or maybe start a new one. I purposely have not reread or read anything this summer. I've been just wandering off into the YouTube wilderness and doing stuff. And like the idea of like, it's only going to be 4 hours if I listen to it on double speed. So it's not like it's a huge commitment, but even then I'm just like, but do I really want to start this? So I totally get that. Chris.
Thank you.
So, and what's killing me is I've got the Wizard's Cat sitting right now on I'm waiting to listen to it. And then, we're supposed to be doing an interview with Dennis E. Taylor, and they announced book 6 comes out in September. And it's just like, well, I guess we're going to talk about that a little bit on that show. So I'm like, am I doing another reread of Bobaverse? If so, I need to start getting on that. Like, I've got to figure this out. I've got to figure out how to get back into books.
I have been wanting to talk to you about the Wizard's Cat. So
okay,
I thought you'd listened to it already. I have finished it. So
okay, I'm probably going to try to start it this week or next week. So, okay.
I won't say anything else.
Okay, thank you. Good enough. Cyrus, is there anything that you are currently not into that you normally would be?
There is.
What's that?
Streaming. I've been. I came back from my vacation and I really haven't been into streaming. I have reasons for that. Mainly, I got into a very interesting discussion with some of my friends on my Discord channel this morning because I had posted on there that I felt kind of frustrated about. There's so many new people that have started doing YouTube channels that do the sort of stuff that I do, and I've become friends with a lot of them. And I like to watch everybody's stuff. I do find that very enjoyable. We've been doing this a long time, and I've done all kinds of shows about all kinds of stuff in all kinds of ways and every kind of combination of anything you can think of. And it's really difficult to find the motivation to even think of why I would be doing something. Cause I'm like, I've already done everything I can think of. And I'm basically just now when I do a stream, just showing up and hanging out in the chat. That's pretty much all I'm doing. And I can show up and hang out in anybody's chat. It doesn't need to be mine. So I very much enjoy hanging out in other people's chats. But what I was going to say is it's a little frustrating for me because if I think I might want to stream, there's already people streaming and I want to watch them stream. So I just watch them stream. So then I don't do my streams. And then I'm like, well, I don't really feel bad about that because I don't really want to stream that much anyway. But I do,
unless you stream yourself watching their stream.
Oh,
Streamception. Yeah.
there's a UK TV show about that. Googlebox. Gogglebox. That's
Gogglebox.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do that. But so I haven't been streaming much. I've been thinking about doing like late tonight. I think I'm gonna do a stream, and I think it's gonna come down to, if I'm off on Friday, then maybe Thursday night late, maybe Friday, maybe Saturday. And if I'm not, like this week, I had to work Friday, so there was no possibility of Thursday night late. And then yesterday, it wasn't. But tonight, I think I might. So it might turn into me streaming on weekends in the middle of the night or super early. And that's pretty much it, during regular time, there's too much other stuff to watch. So I'd rather watch what other people are doing. I would much rather do that. That's why I was trying to explain to my friends, because we didn't really have a misunderstanding, but I kind of thought maybe we were, but we weren't. But I thought maybe they were taking it the wrong way. Like I was trying to complain, like, well, I would stream, but you ought to stream it. That kind of thing. It wasn't like,
right.
That's not what I was saying. And I told them, I was like, no, in no way, shape, or form am I trying to tell you to do less of what you do that I like to watch. You do that voodoo that you do so well. And yeah. But we were cool. It was fine. But it was good to have that discussion because yes, I'm not into streaming like I was. I'm just not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not to say I'm not gonna stream, and I'm gonna, like we talked about, Eugene, I'm gonna start making more videos, which is one thing I was trying to work on today, but somebody kept keeping me from doing it. You get in the middle of everything I'm doing and stopping me. You got
Jonathan Snow.
Jonathan. I got to come up with a middle name for Jonathan.
Tiberius. It has to be Tiberius.
Jonathan Tiberius Snow. Martin the Third or whatever. But yeah, I was trying to do some video stuff, and he was like, I had everything laid out on my bed. I did a video about this on my channel because I was like, okay, I'll make a video of this then, John. Like,
oh yeah,
I had all this stuff laid out, and he's like, get in the middle of it, staring at me like, what? You think you're gonna do something without me? I'm like, no, I'm not, apparently. So, but anyway, there you go. That's my long-winded roundabout answer to that question.
Joseph, is there anything you're not currently into you would be?
Sports video games.
Really? Okay.
Even years are when I buy sports video games because it's stupid to buy them every year. So I do it every other. I bought MLB The Show back in March or April when it came out, and I played it for a little bit. And normally that is my summer game up until August when I switch over to Madden. I haven't touched it since early May. And then the pre-orders for the new Madden are already out, bundled with NCAA. And I have zero desire to. I may buy Madden during football season when I'm all like football-y, but right now, I don't really care. And it's a bummer because I love playing those games, but just I don't want to do it right now.
It's
I
funny
got so
you say
much for it that I've gone back to do yet another playthrough of Elden Ring instead of doing a sports game right now.
I think you've used your time wisely.
Well, it's like, I've never tried this build before, and I play the game as whatever,
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
I get it. Mine is podcast. I don't know if it's just some podcasts that I listen to have slowly started to not put out as many episodes, but there are several podcasts I'm just like, I think y'all have kind of wandered off the beaten path of what you used to do, or some of the hosts have just really started to annoy me, particularly some of the political stuff. Not that I was listening to a lot of them anyway, but I find that I'll get up and I'll, in the morning and check and be like, I don't have anything to listen to. So I guess I'll go listen to something else. And normally that's where I would slide into a book. but I'm not doing that either. So it's weird. This has been a weird summer. And if you listen to our episode we recorded on Wednesday, we were talking about burnout and how that's affecting all of us. And I think that's part of the case. I'm just like, I just need a break from everything right now. So,
but that's not an episode.
No.
Yeah, I know, right? So instead, we're going to talk about our current top 5 favorite things. And before we jump into this, I just want to go ahead and make a announcement, I guess, to say we were actually going to do this episode last month. And because I was really burned out, our buddy Sai there decided he was going to take a month off, and that seemed right. I was just like, yes, let's do that as well. So pretty much going forward, we're going to do episodes January through May and take a month off. And then we'll do 5 more episodes until we get to December. And then we'll take that month off as well. And so we're going to start building in 2 breaks. We'll do 10 episodes a year. We'll have 2 breaks every 5 months. And I think it's just going to be helpful to keep us all energized and keep up with stuff because, there's a lot of stuff going on that's not these shows or podcasting and everything. So just a heads up on that. And the other thing is this last year, I'm pretty sure it helped get me to that burnout state, was I was really trying to do a big push to see how well I could do at YouTube. And just still nowhere near being able to become monetized. So it's fine. It's okay. That was just kind of like a project I wanted to see. So we're going to keep doing shows. It's just, I'm not going to do reels for them anymore, even though there have been some good things that have come out of the reels. But like earlier this week when I edited Creatively Geeky, I literally pulled the audio, edited it, set it up to go out on the podcast stream for Monday, and I was done. And I was just like, oh, this feels so much better. This feels like how I want it to feel. Not, all right, let me upload this video and then let this AI figure out all these clips and then go through the clips and edit the clips so I can have reels. And it was too much. So, but yeah, we're kind of going back to what we were doing before. So shows will still be here. We're still going to do them live. So, we appreciate everyone that's in the chat that wants to jump in and throw in their 2 cents because we love to hear from you. But yeah, just want to kind of give you those, what's going on. So with that being said, we're going to run through our top 5 things that we're into. Do we want to do this one at a time? Okay, so we'll do that. Would anyone like to go first?
We go 4 and 5 while we're going.
Would anyone like to go first?
Sure.
All right, Ray, and this is not in any particular order unless you've already got it in an order, because mine are not in an order. No. I'm normally the guy that's just like 1 through 5. Here's number. No, I just whatever.
Number 1.
I know, right? So what's the first thing you're currently into, Ray?
Making coffee.
Nice. And why are you into making coffee?
So we had because we bought the store and we're doing all the store and we're doing all the fun stuff. That we wanted to make coffee and we wanted to be a bookstore that happened to have good coffee, and that was kind of our goal. And so I'm learning how to do barista art. I'm trying to.
You can make a really good heart.
Make a very nice heart.
You can make a very nice heart.
And I was talking to our bean roaster today. One of my favorite things is people's reactions when they taste the coffee for the first time, and they're surprised because it actually tastes good, and because you're not expecting it from a bookstore. So it's kind of fun. I did have a nerve-wracking time last Sunday. We had a woman from Italy come in. She worked for espresso machine makers. She knew coffee, and so she's like, yeah, I'll take an espresso. I'm like, do you want anything in it? Do you want and she's like, nope, just espresso dark. I'm like, okay, here we go. Because that's like the test, right? Because lattes, you can kind of hide the flavor of the coffee in the latte a little bit. Anyway, so she gave us good feedback, and
she liked it.
She was a little surprised because the espresso we make is from a dark roast, so it's a little bit stronger flavor. And I'm learning about grams in and grams out and all the fun stuff and the pressures. And so, yeah, coffee, I think, would be the first thing that I'm definitely into right now. I follow a YouTuber now, Morgan Drinks Coffee, makes coffee. Morgan makes coffee. And I really enjoy her stuff too. So it's kind of a deep dive I've been into.
Nice.
Yeah, it's cute.
That's awesome. Chris, do you want to go next so I can just kind of go around this way on there? Okay.
Yeah, it's funny though, because every time he's at the store and somebody asks for coffee or I want whatever, he's like, I'll make it.
I'm on it.
I'll make it. I'm not here more than you. I should probably know how to do this. No, I'm on it. And anybody that comes in that remotely looks like they're going to sit down, would you like a tea or coffee? Do you need anything? Do you need? He's like right in
water?
there, just like
Trying to be a host.
dadding the shit out of everybody.
Okay, so there's two people that this weekend, it's warmer outside, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of gross out. And two people were a little bit older.
And the wildfire smoke.
And the wildfire smoke and all that stuff.
Yep.
And so when we were sat down, I'm like, do you want some ice water? Like, do you want some water? Are you okay? And both of them are like, you know what? I could definitely use some water. I'm like, cool. And it's just water, right? It's something easy. But
I wouldn't have thought to ask. I'm like, I'm a terrible person. I didn't ask. Okay, so one thing that I am in is I am into reality television. Now, I normally watch, but I can't seem to watch anything else. So, like a good reality TV show, I just finished watching the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders one, which always is fascinating to me because these two ladies who run the DCC, they've been in it since the early to mid 80s, and they were both cheerleaders themselves. And this is the third season, and it's so funny because they're so used to doing it a certain way, and this new group of girls who are coming in are wanting more out of it, and they're just kind of like, oh, okay. Never thought to ask for more, and now there's okay, I guess we're doing more. And so it's kind of neat watching these two older ladies sort of try to play catch up. What's happening out in the world. They're pretty good about it. I mean, I think. And then what else? Oh, and then Love Is Blind UK did like a follow-up episode, like 3 episodes, like a year, 7 months. 7 months later after the reunion show. And it was so good because there's these two jackasses on there that got married. And then 3 months later, both of them pretty much at the same time decided they didn't want to be married anymore.
there's probably a contract piece where they get a certain amount of money as long as they're married for 3 months.
I have no, maybe that could be the case. And then so it was like sort of like the follow-up. Like one couple seemed to be doing okay because it was a shock. They seemed to be handling it, the fallout better. And then the other couple, they're like not talking to each other. And he's already moved on and in a relationship. And like, anyway,
That's not gonna
people were
last.
being bitches and it was like really good. So that's a reality
That's fun.
television right now. And then UK, the Love Is Blind UK season 3 starts next month.
It's first off, it's funny that when you mentioned DCC, I would have never been like Dallas Cowboys cheer. Oh,
No.
yeah, I guess it technically works.
Yep.
Judge and Girl
No.
Problem. Well, I saw
Yeah.
an Instagram reel where somebody was like, got all excited because there was going to be like a rant about DCC, and then immediately was talking about the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. She was like,
Oh,
I thought it was
thought we
such
were
a
gonna-
I thought I was so
that we're gonna be friends.
That's hilarious. Christy has watched that show, and I've tried to watch part of it, but I'm just like, I also don't get. I don't get professional sports. Like, you know,
Yeah. I don't know.
I have zero interest in it, and the fact that especially football, it's just like, oh, hey, I'm gonna go play football and possibly, completely fuck up my spine or my arm or my leg or my brain because I'm getting concussions and stuff. And when you hear some of those girls talk about how, like, especially that split they do at the end, like how it has messed some of them up so bad, I'm just like, how can you be on this show talking about this and little girls being like, that's what I want to do? I'm like, no, go treat your body better, girls. Come on. Like,
Yeah, and they were only getting like $75 a game. So,
yes, it's
their bodies were
ridiculous.
happy. And so they started asking for more, and it was like this big, huge fucking deal. It's like, yeah, they should probably be getting paid at something. And now it's getting to the point where I guess, I don't know, Joseph, you can correct me if I'm wrong. The Cowboys haven't been doing great for like so now it's like now they come to sort of see the cheerleaders instead of there's like a whole comes to see the cheerleaders instead of the actual game.
There's probably a lot of people that do that. But we as Dallas Cowboys fans are
it's like Leafs fans.
Probably.
We're delusional.
So Dallas Cowboys are the most valuable franchise on the face of the planet across all sports. So money wise, they're doing just fine. You know? And they're just relevant enough every season to keep people.
Yeah,
they're the money makers for the NFL. They get all the big primetime games and all that kind of stuff because either you love them, you want to watch them, or you hate them and you want to see them lose.
So you're watching them either way, and they win.
Mm-hmm. And so, like last Thanksgiving, the Cowboys-Chiefs game was like the most watched football game outside of the Super Bowl, like ever. Like 40 million people watched that game or something stupid like that.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Real quick before I go on with my answer, Bored Distracted said, "Hey, Ray and Chris, do you play music in the store? Do you ever consider playing audiobooks in the store?" And I can tell you, Chris is going to say no because she is tired of hearing people.
Can't hear people talk. I can't hear people talk. Plus, the building's 150 years old, so I'm pretty sure I would forget I had an audiobook on. I think it was haunted, and I'm hearing ghosts. So we do play music. We play. Because of that, I can't listen to lyrical music either. So Ray's been really great about letting me play just instrumental stuff. So, but I've gotten stuck on a hyperfixation of the Lord of the Rings soundtrack. So that's what's been playing for like the last almost month.
But what I will say with that though is so many people come into the store and they're like,
is that Lord of the Rings?
I know I'm in the right place because you're playing Lord of the Rings music right now. And then there was one guy, he was walking through and he's like, don't mind me, I'm just envisioning where we are in the movie. It was just
I had one kid, I say kid, he was probably in his early 20s. He came in like for 3 days straight in a row and would walk around humming the soundtrack because it was his favorite composer. So I'm like, well, now it's a thing. Now I have to like keep playing it.
Now, one thing that I do want to splice in is Ian McKellen doing the humming as Gandalf a little once in a while. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make my own YouTube minutes and I gotta put it on the store. And once in a while, I just hear Ian McKellen doing his humming.
Oh, you could also. I mean, you don't want any lyrical stuff. I was gonna say, otherwise you could do. Leonard Nimoy doing the Ballad of Bilbo Baggins, but I don't know if you want to put that in there. So
play some of that Christopher Lee death metal that he did.
I know, right?
So my other favorite thing to do is
you gotta save it. We're going around.
No, I'm saying at the store for. All right, well that'll be my next one then. I'll save it.
All right, I'm going to jump in here real quick. I've got a video kind of queued up here real quick. Screen share, do this, window.
Ooh,
yes, allow stupid thing.
No.
Were we supposed to turn media for this?
No, you don't have to. I'm just being extra. You know, it's me. It's me being me.
No prep work needed, guys. No prep work needed. By the way, here's my
video.
You guys suck.
Love you too.
Helldivers. I'm still playing the shit out of Helldivers. This is a YouTube channel, Commissar Kai, where he talks about Helldivers and all the different stuff going on in it. But yeah, like over the last month, I've been like, this is bad. I'm over 300 hours into this game. So I'm at level 80. But I'm still enjoying playing it. I will say it's starting to wane a little bit because I understand where people are just like, well, you get to a certain level and you're just kind of like, man, in order to keep going up, you have to really grind and to keep opening up stuff. You really have to kind of keep grinding. But yeah, sometimes I get in with a group of guys and it's just like, it's just a hell of a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm still really, really into this game. I'm still having a blast playing it. I'm waiting for Nicholas to say something. I can't remember if I mentioned this on a show or if I told y'all this. Or I was going to tell Nick, I was like, hey, the next time he mentions, he's like, well, I could catch you if I wanted to. I was going to tell him, okay, $50. I will give you $50 if you can catch me. Because there ain't no way in hell you can catch me at this point. Because every 5 levels, it goes up another 5,000 points you have to get to the next level. So like right now, in order for me to get to, I'm like on level 81, I think, to get to the next level, I currently have to have like 8,500 points. And then to get to past like 86, it's like 9,000 points or more. Maybe it's more than that. Maybe it's 90. Yeah, I think it's 90. But anyway, yeah, it's 90,000 points. But anyway, yeah, I'm still playing the hell out of this game. And they just keep redoing some balancing and stuff. The really fun thing that we did, the community did whenever over the summer while I was on break was, it was 1 year to almost 1 year to the day where this guy kind of threw out a challenge to the makers of the game. And they ended up turning it into this event where they literally said, hey, guess what, Helldivers? We're going to do an event. You get to choose what we're going to do. We're either going to save this planet and you're going to get a new weapon of some sort, or we're going to go to this other planet and we're going to save the kids. And all of the video gamers were just like, let's go save the kids. They're made up kids. They're not real kids, but let's go fucking save the kids. And as a result, Arrowhead was like, all right, cool. Then we're going to make a big donation. And they did. They made this huge donation. Yeah. So this year, a bunch of the streamers, including Commissar Kai, who's on the screen here, got together and we're just like, we're gonna shoot for $250,000, and they did it. They raised $270,000 for a children's hospital foundation.
That's amazing.
And did their own thing. They're like, the game was still like, all right, well, we want you to work on this. So they're like, all right, fine. Everyone dive these planets, get this objective done, and then we're moving it over to our own thing. And it was just a hell of a lot of fun. Like, you can either chat, which a lot of times I just, we use keyboard or whatever. And, you're starting this level and you're like, for the kids, and everyone else for the kids. And you just jump in and just have a hell of a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm still really into this game. It's just so much fun. I'm still loving it. So
I still want them to make a Helldivers movie. And I want them.
I love your idea, by the way. I think your idea is the best idea ever.
I do. I want them to just have random actors show up, and when one dies, the next one continues their sentence, and it's another actor completely, and like nothing's changed.
Yes, I think that would be fantastic.
If they do a movie, they have to have a long, what do they call it? A one-shot sequence where they're like shooting all the stuff. And it's playing the Holy Diver. Like, you got to have a sequence with Holy Diver. Because every time I hear Helldivers, I hear that song in my head.
Nice. Isn't there a metal album by William Shatner coming soon? I have no idea if there is, but I wouldn't put it past the man.
That would be great.
I heard it on one of the rock stations.
Oh, really? Cool.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. All right, Joseph, what's something that you're currently into?
I have rediscovered my thing I've done the opposite of burnout, of burn in. Anyway, Elaine has been in Texas for the last week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever. And it's her yearly summer thing when she goes down. And this time I figured this is usually when I use the time to catch up on all the shows that she doesn't like to watch. And I have refound my joy with superhero things. I watched season 5 of The Boys.
Nice.
Agatha All Along, both seasons of Daredevil Born Again, The Punisher, Last Kill, and today I finished Wonder Man. Nice. And loved every second of it.
Nice.
Daredevil Born Again was fantastic. Agatha All Along was probably my favorite of all that I watched. And Wonder Man, the chemistry between Ben Kingsley and I don't remember the other actor's name. It was a buddy cop.
Nice.
If you guys have not seen it, very little. You wouldn't have no idea it was a superhero thing, except for maybe the 30 seconds in each episode where he actually shows his powers. Other than that, it's about two struggling actors, and it was great.
I've heard nothing but good about it.
The episodes are only 30 minutes long compared to all the other Marvel stuff, which is an hour or so. But yeah, I've rediscovered my love for superhero stuff, and I originally started with, well, I need to watch season 5 of The Boys because it's a series finale, you know, and that finale, holy crap, the way, no spoilers, but the way it ends is pretty intense. And then I'm going to go watch Spider-Man when it comes out in 2 weeks. And I was like, well, in the trailer, Frank Castle's in there, so something has to happen in Daredevil and or the Punisher thing. So I have to watch these things to know what the hell's going on. You don't. So just you know, there was zero Spider-Man in any of the things other than one line from the Kingpin in the very first episode of season 1 of Daredevil.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, man, it's like I think the only Marvel show I have not watched at this point is Echo, and Elaine doesn't get here until Tuesday, so it's only 5 episodes. So maybe I'll go through that, and I will officially be able to say I've seen literally everything Marvel has put out.
Nice.
Wow. Nice.
We're a little behind on Marvel because we did get rid of Disney Plus just because there was too many streaming services. So it's that one got cut for now. We'll go back to it. So
Yeah. Cyrus.
I'm gonna back up about a week, and I'm gonna say Breath of the Wild on the Switch 2. I was going back through this game because I played through it on the old Switch, hadn't never played it on the new Switch, hadn't played the new version of it, and man, I spent I think it was about 150 hours this time going through it, and I didn't do everything. There's a bunch of stuff that I didn't do.
Obviously, it takes more than 150 hours to do everything. Yeah.
But I did a lot. I did enough. And I did so much that I actually was extremely overpowered. And the ending wasn't like the only reason it was hard at all was because I didn't remember what to do. Like as soon as I remembered what to do, it was super easy. So beat that game, had a great experience with that. I've had a really good time with Switch 2, but I'll just say Switch 2 stuff in general, because I'll also like Star Fox and different things too. I've been really into. So yeah, Switch 2.
Was that a Switch 2 Pro?
It's
called I don't know if I told you this. I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but I did buy a PlayStation 5 Pro. I don't know if I ever told you.
Didn't hear that. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep that.
It's pretty good. It's pretty awesome. Although I have to admit, I don't play it as much as I play Switch 2.
All right, Ray, we're back around to you.
Yeah. So I'll kind of combine this all as one. I love amusement parks. They're my favorite place to hang out and just be and exist. And so when it's my days in the store where I get to choose the music, I pick Epic Universe's The Dark Universe, which is Danny Elfman did the music for it.
And really? That's cool.
It's so fun. So there's a playlist on YouTube that you can just listen to it, so you feel like you're actually in the amusement park. I also put on the Isle of Berk, which is How to Train Your Dragon. So that's kind of a fun one as well. Very Celtic, which is a fitting fitting songs for the store as well. So it's just fun. It's a fun way to have some whimsy in the store, but it's So with that, because it's amusement parks in general, I've also been listening to For Your Amusement on YouTube. It's a podcast. They do deep dives on all kinds of different amusement parks, as well as rides and all the fun things. I've been sending them to Lainey. So yeah, I would say amusement parks are still a big thing that I'm into, and I'm following along the UK. I can't wait for that place to be built.
Nice.
Yeah.
Chris, what's your next one?
He also played Green Day when the store's closed.
That's the cleanup song.
So I have a feeling this whole thing's going to be us centered around the store, just because it's like the biggest thing in our life right now.
Imagine that.
We didn't have a midlife crisis baby. We bought a store.
Yeah.
So for me, it's clothes I'm having, I don't know, a lot. I think a lot of people do this. I'm not the only one. Throughout your whole life, you sort of, you get your clothes picked for you, bought for you when you're a kid. You get told what to wear a lot. And then you go to high school, and depending on where you went and how much money you had and all that kind of stuff, based your wardrobe on how bullied you got, things like that also dictated what you wore. And then for me, when I became a mom, I was like, okay, well, now I'm a mom, I gotta look like a mom. Okay. And then I'm a mom and I'm this old, so I have to look this way. And then during the pandemic, I found something called dopamine dressing. And I watched a YouTube video of this woman who I've been following for a long time. And this was her way of coping through the pandemic, was to dopamine dress. Now, she wore some ridiculous shit, like gowns and skirts and scarves, like, and everything, because she wasn't going anywhere. So she just kind of nuts with it. I did not do that. But what I did was, I'm just going to start putting clothes together and just see what I like. And so I've just developed this sense of style that I've never had before. And now with the store, I have an excuse to sort of put together these outfits that I like doing. I'm having fun with it. I feel like for the first time in my whole life, I found my style. And it's like a mix between what I actually wore in high school and what I wanted to wear in high school, but couldn't because of whatever reason. So I wind up looking like this weird mix of like early 90s grunge with mid 90s cute girl with the spaghetti strap dress with the t-shirts underneath, or like goth emo. It's just black from head to toe. It works, but it's been a lot of fun to have that kind of self-expression that I've never really tapped into before, because other things in life were sort of either were decided for me, or I just got it in my head that, well, I'm this person now, so I have to look a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
So now in my 40s, it's just like, I don't really care anymore. Nobody's looking at me because I'm at this blissful age where I'm very irrelevant in terms of like the gaze, which is phenomenal. Don't look at me. Don't perceive me. This is fantastic. And so I do whatever I want because nobody's paying attention. And
clarify, GAZE.
Yeah, not the gaze.
Yes.
The gaze.
I knew what you were saying.
Wow. Yeah, this is gonna. Yeah. Anyway, all right.
The gays no longer care how I look.
They don't care either, And if they did, I would be surprised.
Okay.
But that's been very fun and kind of like a neat, unexpected creative outlet that I didn't think I had. But I'm really, and then so kind of that because of some health stuff, I needed to lose some weight, and I'd been kind of holding off on it because I'm just like, I just got these clothes. I don't want to start over and buy new stuff. So I've kept most of it. It's kind of hanging off me a little bit, but I can't let it go. I'm like, do you know how long it took me to curate this? I don't care that it doesn't really fit me anymore. I'm wearing it. So I'll make it work. But yeah, like and I have Pinterest boards now, and I look forward to like getting dressed in the morning because, being a stay-at-home mom, who am I getting dressed for? Nobody. So it's like, it's a classic. Do I feel like jogging pants today? I'm wearing jogging pants today. And then jogging pants turns into a week of jogging pants. But now it's, I throw outfits together, and some people have made comments like, oh, they like my style, which is kind of neat because that's never happened before, like ever. But I was wearing an outfit today, and I wore the wrong shoes. That's the other thing too. I have platform leather sort of flip-flop things that I was wearing today with a vintage 90s floral dress and a gray Halloween shirt. It worked, at least for me. Yeah, and it was fun, and I liked it, and that's what I do. I also now have to wear compression socks
because you're on your feet all the time.
I got striped compressions. I don't wear them all the time, and I should, but I don't because I only have one pair, and I need to get more. But I got the striped ones, so they kind of look like Wednesday Addams socks.
Nice.
But yeah, all this stuff. I'm like, I can't make this work with the dress. So I'm just going to wear it today. So it's like I'm sacrificing like my body for fashion now, which is weird. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. So
that's awesome. That's very cool that you've found this in this part of your life. Because like you said, most people, it's kind of the opposite. It's like, you know, you got to look good in your 20s and you got to look a certain way in your 30s. And now you're just like, you know, and you were like kind of skipped over that. You're just like, I'm at home. Who the fuck cares? You know? And now you're just like, oh no, I want to dress up for me. And so if you like it, great. So that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that, friend. That's really cool.
Thank you.
So, all right. My next thing actually is very, very quick. DCC. I'm still like, even though I'm like, the Downs. No, even though I'm like going through the books again right now, my social media is just full of stuff. People making comments, people making stuff. There's a woman who is making, who's the crab woman again?
Yes, Odette. The costume, the
costume she's doing for that is insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, and then I saw videos from the lit RPG con you were at, Joseph. All the people who were dressed up as DCC stuff. Some of them are doing their own take on it, and it's just like, oh no, I'm Princess Donut, but you know, it's my version of it. And just like, that's just, I love when people do their own takes on stuff like that. It's just fucking cool. And then like some people are just like going all out, and they're just like, oh, so you did Mongo. Nice.
One of the guys at the con had he was dressed as Carl. He had a stuffed cat on his shoulder as Donut, but you could press her paw and it was Robot Donuts saying her lines. It was
nice.
Amazing. He's like, yeah, it took me forever to record this off of the Audible book to get this onto but he's like, it was great.
That's awesome. It is coming the back of my brain. Can I do a curl? Can I maybe do a curl? The problem is, you know, got the beard going. That, and the biggest thing for me is I wanted to ask, what kind of shoes were they wearing?
Oh, the one dude was barefoot.
See, I'm surprised they let him do that, because a lot of places no shoes. Sorry, man, you cannot do that at cons, which is understandable.
The guys that were there dressed as Carl were wearing those socks that you could do all your toes. There's flesh colored, or one guy.
And see, that's what I thought.
Painted those shoes that are like that. It just painted.
And that's what I thought too. Yeah, that's what I thought too, because I was just like, I don't know about that. So, but the boxers and everything else, yeah. Although trying to do the jacket in Texas is not going to work out well. So the boxers would be okay from the waist down. From the waist up, I'd be dying. So, but anyway, but yeah. So I'm still heavily into DCC. Just like I said, it's all over my social media and stuff. So, all right, Joseph, what's your next thing?
The book that I have hinted at, I finally wrote my first chapter. I have a plot. I haven't decided on a full character name yet, so I just have a placeholder in there. What I'm kind of leaning towards right now is leaving the character name so that it's like you can't tell if it's the gender of the person. So if you want to be the hero in the story, it can be you.
Oh, cool.
You know, that's kind of the idea. And then I have sorry,
Pat.
Right. The placeholder I'm using right now is just TH for the hero. You know, and then I designed the symbol for like the rebels or whatever that are in the book right now. So got a chapter in. I don't hate it, but we'll see how much longer I go. But I had to like sit down one day and be like, okay, I've been trying to do this for a very long time. Let me just do something. And I ended up, that's kind of cool right now.
Nice. That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. In my head, I don't know, but it may be 2 books or 2 trilogies, depending on how long I go. That's kind of the way I see it.
2 or 6.
Yeah. 2 or 6. Yeah.
No in between.
And I've already gone like real Star Wars with it, where the first book that will come out is not first in the order. So that's kind of where I am right now. It is not dinner time for you, sir.
But you're talking to your I'm sorry. How did you know I was hungry?
I know, right? Cyrus, what's your next thing?
House of the Dragon. We have thoroughly been enjoying watching this show. Me and my daughter come over. She comes over. I either get pizza or I cooked Chinese food last time she came over. Tomorrow I'm cooking hamburgers, and she has specifically requested tater tots.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be doing that as we enjoy the drama of House of the Dragon. It's a very fun show. So yeah, that's another thing that I have been into lately. That it's very good. This season's very good.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of good stuff about it. It's, I don't know, like since I never finished, I mean, I got maybe halfway into Game of Thrones and just kind of gave up. Is it something you think I could pick up, or do you really need to have finished the original series?
It's nothing. You don't even have to know anything about Game of Thrones.
Okay.
It takes place way before all that stuff.
Okay.
Now it does hint at, there are things that it hints at for Game of Thrones, but you don't have to know Game of Thrones at all.
Okay. Fair enough.
Besides the Chef 2, yes, Super Mega Chef 64. That's right.
Yeah.
All right, Ray. What's your next thing?
I can cook for my daughter. That's it. You come over, put the fork in your mouth, and go, oh, it's like, it's not.
Ray, what's your next thing?
So thankfully, Chris has been keeping me on looking at beautiful.
Oh my!
So
make it big, Eugene, so we can see that. That was really nice.
I love vintage cars. We had a car show today. Unfortunately, there weren't a lot out there that I really want to go see. But yeah, vintage cars, man. I've been looking them up. I miss driving, and what I mean by that is I have an electric car right now, and it's like any other automatic. Any automatic right now, I miss driving as.
You have an electric car?
Yes,
Yep.
we do.
Oh, what do you have? Like, if you don't mind me.
Yeah, it's a Hyundai Kona EV. It's 2021. It's fine.
It's fine. It sounds like a spaceship.
It does, and
It beeps when you back it up.
It's quick off the line. Like there's fun things about it.
Yeah,
but it's not a fun car to drive. I found this other person. It was an Instagram reel where the guy was like, "This is me driving a 500 horsepower automatic car," and he's just kind of sitting there. And then he's like, "This is me driving a 90 horsepower standard," and he's just having the time of his life. And the engine is screaming, and it's just.
Yeah.
I miss driving a standard vehicle, and so I am starting to research standard vehicles again because I think my next car is going to be a standard, and I'd love for it to be some form of classic where it's got some curves, it's got a nice lines to it, and So, and then
you should get a Mustang, right, Eugene? You should get a Mustang.
Every time he finds a classic Mustang on stuff like that, he sends it to me, and I'm just like, oh, yeah.
So I'm looking at some. I can't afford it right now, but there's some gorgeous Alfa Romeos out there.
Oh my gosh,
very pretty.
Yeah.
So
yeah, those have got some curves to them. You're talking about curves.
Yeah. So
what are the prices like on something like the Alfa
$35,000 to $70,000? Just
I understand.
Chump change.
Price of a new car.
So, but anyway, I my interest in classic cars and specifically standard ones are.
You can send stuff to me too. I wouldn't be upset if
it's on Instagram, Cyrus.
Instagram.
Man, I'm not doing this.
No, we've got to get that fixed for you. So anyway,
I'm not doing Instagram.
You don't have to do it. You just need to. It's just a vessel for us to send funny stuff to you. That's it.
It is.
Just pretty
Don't
cars.
push your politics on me, pal.
Sai, do you want to see the pretty cars?
I do want to see the pretty cars. Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so shiny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait,
Smooth.
it just keeps going.
I'm hearing
that's
the
definitely done
saxophone.
with an HDR camera. That's definitely an HDR camera.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
I'm hearing a saxophone play while I.
The one from Eurovision from a few years back.
I was thinking.
Epic Sax guy, yeah, absolutely.
I was thinking. What Careless Whisper? Or
Oh,
what is that? I'm never gonna dance again.
You're gonna leave Cy alone for a minute with the song.
Hey, we're all just turn off our cameras.
I need a cigarette after watching that one.
Bourne says, yeah, then I can send pics of OLEDs to Cy.
Look, Bourne has a problem. That's all I got to say. Bourne has a problem. That's okay. Everybody has a problem. That's Bourne's.
Bourne's problem. Okay, fair
Everybody
enough.
has a problem. That's okay.
Chris, what's the next thing you're really into right now?
I like, as we all, I previously discussed on Creatively Geeky, I love to organize. So the store, again, I like fussing with it and putting books on the shelf and turning. So somebody yesterday or the day before came up with a book, and he's like, so is there like a system you use to, like, the reason why you turn books out? Because we'll turn them out so you can see the cover. And I'm like, no, just the ones that I like. Just I think it's a cool cover. That's it. That's the only reason. He thought it was like a hint of like, you should read this book. It's like, literally, no. Just, is the cover pretty? 100%. Flipped it out.
Or funny in some way, because
or a funny cover. Yeah.
There was actually two that I put out recently. One was, it was just a little chicken, and then an axe was coming in off the top of the page. I'm like, that's amazing. It's sold.
It's sold.
And then the other one was, it was a cute little cat walking, and it was like a murder mystery thing with the cat, and it sold today. I'm like, wow. It works.
Yeah. So, but that's not the, we just like,
no,
it's
just
pretty.
Like the, yeah.
So I just turn it around. And so that's been fun to sort of judge the shelves. And then we've had a local collector of local history. He was wanting to downsize his collection a little bit. So we offered to kind of treat it like an art installation, as opposed to us buying the books, because the percentage wasn't enough for him, which is totally fine because those are his books. And so I had to put them on our shelves, and it was a little intimidating at first because he came in with like 6 bags, and I was like, how am I going to fit all these on the No, it's fine.
There wasn't enough. Well, there's enough to like spread around.
There's enough to spread around. It was totally fine, but I had fun placing them all, because not all of them are like, some of them are very old, some of them are pamphlets, some of them are too big to put conventionally on a shelf, so you have to lay them down flat. So that was a lot of, I had fun with that. Once I figured out how to do it, then it was a lot of fun. So I had fun styling that shelf, the whole bookcase actually. And yeah, like choosing books is fun sometimes, but sometimes I feel bad for books that don't get picked. I'm sorry, everybody is ignoring you. So that's something I feel bad about that.
They're not like pets in the pet store, you know.
I know, but still.
So Cyrus, you have never been like, I'm sorry, buddy, I feel like playing him today, not you.
Yeah, I haven't done that. Shut up. Damn it, Eugene.
We don't have these out yet, though.
No,
those are very pretty.
Oh,
they're gone.
Oh, those are the ones that are gone.
They're sold already.
How much did they sell for?
It depends.
You don't remember? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it just depends. It varies on the.
You should have just made up a number. I wouldn't know. I don't know Canadian money anyway.
$5,000.
I don't even know what a Canadian dollar is. I've heard of it, but
I had to help Americans with our change. I didn't realize our change was such an issue for you people.
You have $2 coins?
They were like, help me. I'm like, okay, so what is this? I'm like, that's a $2 coin. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't get it. We don't get it. We're not going to get
anything past a quarter, and people look at it like it's not real.
I'm calling bullshit, because I have in this house American dollar coins.
Yes, I have American dollar and $half coins sitting in my house. And the last time I tried to use them, they looked at me like I was trying to rip them off. These aren't real. Yes, this is real money. No, it's not.
There are people that literally don't even know what they are. Like, it's for real.
Yeah. Well,
plus, it's a pain. Like, people that work retail or whatever, where they have to deal with cash, if you give them something like that, they don't have a place for it anymore. Like, they've taken that out of the regular circulation of stuff. So, like, they literally would be like, what? Because they never see that stuff. So,
yeah.
Like a $2 bill.
Oh yeah.
a $2 bill. Yeah,
Yeah.
people don't believe those are real. People do not believe those are real.
We used to have $2 bills, and then now they're toonies.
Yep.
Yeah. So then I had to explain why they're called toonies.
Yeah.
And to the Americans. I was like,
Yeah.
that's why. And it's they don't know. And why would they know? It's not their currency. It's just fun that I'm having to explain our money to them. They're trying to use it to pay for something in our store.
When the toonie came out, they actually put polls out as to what should we call this. Because there's a bear, people were like, "Oh, we should call it a berry." I'm like, "No." Everybody voted it's a toonie.
It's a $2.
Yeah, Loonies and Toonies.
Yeah, because they're
Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah. And
at least they didn't vote Dollar McDollarface or something like that. Like
Bodie McBoatface. That's a real thing.
We have seen Bodie
We have
McBoatface
seen
over
Bodie
in the
McBoatface.
UK.
Yeah, the yellow
there's a place up north that I don't know if this happens all the time, but like they bought new snow plows and they put it out there to what should we name them? And some of the names people came up were fan-fucking-tastic. And I'm just like
Scotland or something?
Something like that. Yeah. I was like, this is when the internet wins. This is when the internet as a whole wins, guys.
Yeah. So yeah, I like organizing. So, there you go.
Awesome.
Nice.
My next one is something that I've recently got into the last couple of months, and it's something that I had told Cy for the longest time that I absolutely hated, and that is because I was looking at the wrong ones. I was looking at the wrong things. And that is reaction videos. I was watching reaction videos of people reacting to, like, one of the worst ones was when the trailers and stuff came out for the 2016 Ghostbusters movie and people just bagging on it. I mean, whether you like the movie or not, whatever. And I'm just like, if this is what reaction videos are, fuck this. I don't want to see some guy or some girl just sitting there bagging on something like that. Why would I do that? Like, I understand hate watching. I get it. Some people, that's a thing people do. But then I don't know how YouTube even recommended it to me, but it recommended to me, it was like, oh, someone watches, and the first one was K-pop Demon Hunters. Watches K-pop Demon Hunters for the first time. And I'm just like, well, that was a fucking awesome movie. Like, did they not like it? So I clicked on it and watched it, and like watching these people go, oh, wow, the music in this is really, wow, the animation on this is really good. And like and then they go through all the emotions and they go through the tears and they go through, oh my God, that was such a good movie. And I'm just like, well, I wonder if there are other people like this. And I just started randomly picking channels and movies and stuff. But there are certain movies I found I can go through and watch people's reactions to over and over and over again. This is one of them. Transformers the movie, because, and I've got a comment on this here in just a second, but like that, K-pop Demon Hunters, Wreck-It Ralph, Project Hail Mary, the amount of people who watch that movie and just wreck them.
Yeah.
I'm like, am I that guy that's like, yes, give me all of your tears? I can't help it. I can't help but watch these people tear up, and I'm just like, yes, these are the emotions, guys. This is how fucking good this movie is. And then, of course, at the end, they're like, maybe I should read the book, and I would just want to scream yes, because it's even better. Like, it's gonna, like, if you think this ripped your heart out, but yeah, watching some of these movie reactions. Oh, Clue is another one. Some people, some of the younger people are a little like, whoa, that was kind of rough. Like, what is everyone's fascination with Yvette's bust? Because like, they're just out there, but watching most people, especially like our age, watch it and just like cracking up constantly. The only caveat I have is I understand why they do some of these videos where they go through and they're like, we're watching it for the first time, brand new, don't know anything about it. This is our honest, blind reaction to it. And I was like, I could do this. I could do a channel like this. But I've got to find someone that would be willing to watch it, that hasn't watched a lot of these movies, that would be willing to watch it with me. But my twist on it would be, okay, before we start the movie, let me set the scene. And so, because like some of these people, like Transformers that we were just watching, I'd be like, all right, picture this. You've been watching this cartoon for 2 years. You're 9 years old. you've been watching these characters, and all of a sudden you see this commercial for Transformers the movie, and you're just like, Mom, we got to go watch this. It's Optimus Prime and it's everyone I love. And you go to the theater and you probably brought your favorite Transformer. You've got Optimus Prime sitting there in your hand, or Soundwave, or Mega, whoever it is. You're 9 years old. You are so excited for this movie.
Play.
And so you understand when you watch in the first 20 minutes, all of these Transformers just get wrecked and literally get killed. Wait a minute, did they kill them? Yes. They're dead and they're never coming back. Like, that's the type of emotions I'd like to get. So I would explain something like that, or I would explain like, hey, you know, this movie was in, like, this movie Clue is based off the board game. And like, remember when we watched Back to the Future? Doc Brown's in this movie. Do you remember this one? She's in this movie. Like, this was a fucking all-star cast. And it flopped in the theater. But then when it finally came out on video, like, this has become a huge hit and people adore this movie. Hit play. Like, that's the type of stuff I'd want to do. So I'm not like giving anything away, just teeing things up so that you kind of have an idea, because there's a lot of movies that I've gone back and watched that I didn't watch when they originally came out. Some of them still hit, but like, what's that movie that, Sai, you fucking love it. You finally got me to watch it.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No.
Schindler's List. No.
With the dude.
The Big Lebowski.
Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
Did not hit for me. Like, I thought it was a funny movie, but I don't have the affection for that movie that everyone else does.
Neither do we. We watched it. We watched it later on.
I watched it later on, and I'm willing to bet, though, if someone had teed this movie up for me the right way, I would have been like, okay, I get it. I get why this is a fucking I can still watch it and understand why people adore that movie, but it didn't hit for me.
Yeah.
And so that's the type of thing that I'd like to do. Like, if I were going to do this channel, and I've got one person in mind. He doesn't live here. I don't think it would work, but like Christy's best friend, Chad, his partner, Sam, Joseph, can you see me explaining these movies to Sam and sitting down and watching them with Sam?
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
That'd be fucking hilarious. Anyway. But yeah, I've gotten hooked on these fucking,
Reaction.
Yeah, these videos where people are watching these movies and reacting, these blind reaction videos to stuff. And there's certain movies I'm just like, I don't really care. But these movies that I know that are either like very heartwarming or extremely funny or something like that, just watching these people. One of the other movies I've watched, a few of them is there's nothing like watching a black couple watch Blazing Saddles for the first time.
Wow.
And then being like, wow. And then being intelligent people getting around to the end and being like, oh, this wasn't racist. This was making fun of all of the racists and like dragging them out. And I'm just like, see, you get it. Like, absolutely. Like, that's the type of stuff. But watching people watch movies and just like get it, understand it. And then occasionally you watch one and someone's just like, I don't get it. And I'm just like, well, okay, I get it. It's probably just wasn't your cup of tea, but whatever. So, but yeah, that's something I've gotten hooked on, is watching reaction videos for particular things that I know are going to make me happy, or that do make me happy. So, all right, Joseph, what's your next thing?
I'm going to use a prop for my next thing. Legos.
Yes.
The Rivendell set that I just completed recently. I had the Shire up here. Barley, stop.
Warren, absolutely. I do think some are scripted. Go on.
The next step for both of them is to get the light kits.
Yes.
Very much like, especially the Shire, because it depicts the fireworks scene. So there's a big dragon. But I don't want to mess with it. But there's a dragon that it's up there, and it would light up with the light kit. And then I think my Christmas present to myself is either going to be Barad-dûr or the White City of Gondor. But the problem is I don't have a space for either one of them. My plan right now, and Elena's on board, which is kind of awesome here, is that wall that's right behind me, there's nothing on it. What I would like to do is, we have a map of the of Middle Earth. I'd like to blow it up and paint it onto that wall and put shelves where the Lego sets would be. So the Shire would go where the Shire is on the map, Rivendell, and so on and so forth.
That would be awesome.
So that's my idea with that. So looking forward to it. I kind of want to get Barad-dûr before I get the White City of Gondor, because Gondor just came out. Barad-dûr's been a couple years, and I'm afraid they're going to stop the run. You know, so that it's more of a buy it before they stop making it kind of situation. But on that being said, there are some pretty cool Lego sets that are coming out this year in general. They did a collab with Dragon Ball Z, so they're going to do Shenron with the 7 Dragon Balls.
Oh, that's cool.
Really cool. And then Elaine and I, last year for Christmas, we bought a Lego Santa. He is about a foot tall. And instead of, or on top of, we want to start a Christmas Village collection, we want to add Lego specific things. So the Home Alone house and or the Christmas Vacation house would be things that she and I could do together that we can add for like Christmas decorations.
Or both.
Nice.
Or both.
Yeah. You know, I think the Christmas Vacation one is going to be harder because they don't make it anymore. So it's like you have to buy it on eBay, and those people are
insane. Yep. I've done 3 of the light kits. They're not bad. It's just you're having to take apart things and you have to run the wires. You have to be really careful because they are super thin wires. But man, it does add so much to them when they're done. Because I've done my Ecto, my Optimus Prime, and then Nick bought one. That was a very simple one for his Jaws set that he has. But yeah, it does add a lot to it, man. And I can only imagine, like, you know, Prime, of course, has the lights, and, you know, the Ecto has all the lights and stuff. But like a structure like that and having all the lights and stuff on it, I think would look fantastic.
I'm going to have to step away for a second and give this cat something before he destroys something.
No problem. Cyrus, what's your next one?
I've been enjoying YouTube videos of stealth camping. Do you know what stealth camping is?
Yep.
No, I've never heard of this.
Okay.
Yep.
There's a guy in particular who I really enjoy watching, and his channel's called Camping with Champion. His last name's Champion. And he goes around to these random places that you would never think that you would want to camp. And he'll try to camp there and not get caught. Like he camped on top of a Burger King. He camped in a sign. He camped in a bunch of bushes that were in a median. He camped like in these random little places, like over a freeway where they have like the brush and stuff.
Yeah,
like just random places, and he'll like sneak in there. He snuck into some restaurant. There was some restaurant that had like a thing in the back with a tarp over it where they had some supplies, and he snuck behind there and camped under the tarp, and people were walking past and he was filming, and he was like, I gotta be really quiet and stuff, you know. It's like when you're a little kid and you're hiding and you're trying to sneak around and stuff. So
I get it now. Okay, you just explained this the right way, dude.
It scratches an itch that you don't know you have until you start watching this stuff. What's really great about it is how absurd it is, because yes, he's doing all this stuff and he's hiding, he's doing this thing. But the other thing, he has all these things that he does that are completely unnecessary. Like whenever he camps, he has to prepare a meal, like a full-on meal. Like he's got a pan and like a burner, and he's cooking, and then he's like got lights that he's trying to do with his little. He's got a drone that he wants to run around sometimes, and he's trying to not get caught, but he's still doing all this stuff.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just, he'll do a hammock. He'll try to put a hammock up in between trees, and like it's hilarious. He's a good guy. I really like him. He's really funny. There's other people that I watch too, but that's the main guy I watch. And the stealth camping stuff is hilarious. It's really funny. He's gonna get shot one of these days. I just know something bad's gonna happen to him, but I hope not. Every time. Well, I'll tell you one thing bad did happen, but it wasn't super bad. He had made up a camper to look like a bush. Like he had this little camper, and him and his daughter decorated it all up like it's a bush, like, you know, disguised it. And then he set it behind these bushes, and he had to go to the store because he was camping outside of like a Walmart. While he was in there, this homeless guy stole his camper.
Oh shit!
and he had to like go around looking for the guy, and eventually found him and got it back. But it was like, it's stuff like that. There's always something crazy that happens to him. Like on the last episode, he was just driving his pickup to the place he was going to go camp, which was on top of this old Burger King. And as he was driving on the highway, his entire exhaust fell off of his pickup just for no reason. And he's out in the middle of the freeway trying to figure out what to do with his exhaust, and he doesn't really know what he's doing. So he's like, it's bent, so I think I'm gonna just back it up and just see if it'll bend up into the pickup. And he backs up and it bends all in there, and then it falls, and he's like, oh, I don't know, I guess I'll tie it up with zip ties. And he's like, oh, I guess I don't need an exhaust.
That's not gonna melt away at all.
He's hilarious. He's a good guy. I'm not trying to trash the dude.
No.
He's very funny and he's a good guy, but he does things that are just like, what the hell are you doing, man? Or he always wants to bring like a different kind of soda, like a weird flavored soda on his camping trip. And he'll be like, all right, today we're having this butterscotch or whatever. He's like, he'll open it and take a drink and goes, oh my God, that's terrible. Or whatever. You know, sometimes it'll be good, but sometimes it's like, what was I thinking with that? You know, it's a funny show. So yeah, I've been into that.
Joseph, have you heard of stealth camping?
Yes.
Okay, that's what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when you're a little kid and you're trying to sneak around and hide and do stuff. You know, I'm hiding in a tree. They don't see me. You know, I'm, on Halloween when you would get on somebody's roof or something, it's like that kind of thing. But it's hilarious. It's good.
That reminds me, it's not quite the same, but it reminds me of the people that prepare for festivals, like especially music festivals. One of my favorite videos out there is that it's just this couple women are hanging out by this little tiny tree. They're listening to music, live music and stuff. This guy comes walking up, sits down, digs his hand into the ground and pulls out a couple Mickeys. And he's like, you want a drink? And he cracks out. Sorry, I'm using Canadian lingo. What's a Mickey?
I don't know what
Michelob.
No,
Michelob.
I know what a Mickey is. The old green bottle.
No, it's the size of a bottle.
Size of alcohol.
Yeah.
We call them up here.
Call them Mickeys.
Anyway. So he pulls out some alcohol and he cracks him open and he's like, you want some alcohol? And he starts pouring people drinks because he planted it like weeks before. It's like,
wow. Yeah.
That's
See,
hilarious.
this is what I'm saying. That's funny. Like he knew where the festival was going to be.
Yeah,
he went out there.
And he dug the hole and he buried it right by this tree that he knew wasn't going to get touched.
That's
and
hilarious.
Then afterwards he comes walking over. Here you go.
Wow.
Nice. That's awesome. Stealth camping. I have to ask the boys if they watched any of that because that seems like
Dude,
something Nick would send me.
I go down these rabbit holes. I'll do the stealth camping thing. I'll do the people exploring the abandoned buildings thing.
Oh yeah.
We're going into this cave that we have no idea if we could even survive going in, but we're going to go in anyway. We're going to go like so far in that we should be dying down here because it's raining right now, but we're still going in. I love watching crazy videos where people do stuff that there's no reason they should be doing. It's very addictive.
So
I came across the stealth camping because I like to watch those primitive builders build stuff, and then the rabbit hole just kind of went that way.
That's probably how I went down that as well because I enjoy it. I was watching some of that today actually that you're talking about.
So a Mickey is a 375 milliliter flask of alcohol.
Yeah.
What's a liter?
So a Texas Mickey, which is what we use up here, is a 3 liter drink, like a 3 liter.
I know about a 3 liter. I get a Diet Coke in the 3 liter.
Yeah.
Is it Texas Mickey?
Texas Mickey is 3
Jeez.
liters.
Can I get a liter of cola?
We do liters for
There is.
yeah. That's all we do liters
Before,
for, right?
like almost
so.
4 gallon, 4 liters in a
4
gallon.
liters in a gallon.
Almost 4 liters in
So
a gallon.
there you go.
Freaking
Oh, that's a lot.
yes. So this
So
is like
Texas Mickey.
so we just call them. Yeah, it's Mickey. So it's a size. Anyway,
there you
never
go.
mind. Just
Sorry.
That guy buried 3 liters out in the dirt. That's pretty wild.
That is pretty wild. That's a
a
lot
lot
more
of-
work than you probably think it is. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
It's brilliant though. He saved a lot of money.
oh, I bet he did. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, if you went to pull those up and they were broken or something, you would be so pissed.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Or you pull them up and somebody already found them and they're empty.
I would
So,
put a
there's
thank
like-
you. Let
Yeah, there's like a note. Yeah.
Thanks for this.
Bourne says, "Sai, you should interview that guy that does the thing."
Oh, dude. Maybe I should. I don't do that on my channel, but that would be. You should interview him, Eugene. But you don't. It's not really a show. If you ever decide to interview Camping with Champion on your channel, I will be there, and I have a lot of questions that I want to ask him.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Because I'm a fan of his show.
Uh-huh.
I have questions.
It's creative.
Nice. It is creative. It is very creative. That's true. Ray, what's your second to last thing?
Second to last. So second to last, I'm going to go. I did send you a link. If you're able to bring it up, no problem if you can't. It was a shot in the dark. So specifically, you brought up Dungeon Crawler Carl. It was on Instagram. I sent it to you. So
Okay.
Dungeon Crawler Carl, because of Jeff Hayes' voice, I used to watch Charismatic Voice, which is a YouTube channel where she does deep dives on different vocal techniques and different singing techniques.
Did she do a Jeff Hayes?
And she interviewed Jeff Hayes.
Oh
It's
man,
a
I gotta watch that.
interview. And he learned so much about his voice and the different things that he does, because she does a deep dive on how his voice is doing what it's doing, and kind of where different characters sit in his throat. And it's a fun interview just because if you enjoy the series, it explains a lot of Jeff Hayes and his explanation of how the different characters kind of come to be and where they came from. And so yeah, it's a fun interview, and watching that brought me back into watching her videos. So
I love her channel, man. I like to watch when she does the deep dives on all the metal vocalists.
yeah to the point of she actually got a scope down so that they're singing and you can see their vocal cords moving, as well as all the different parts of their throat moving around to make the different she did some deep dives with the metal stuff.
Yeah, I've watched her a few times on some different things. Once again, going down that rabbit hole of reactions and stuff, watching her react to certain things, the songs from K-pop Demon Hunters. The other one that I saw was when she was reacting to Through the Fire and Flames. And she's just like, okay, I know I'm supposed to be here for the vocals, but what the hell with that guitar? She's just like, oh my God. So
Johnny Cash is hurt. She messed.
What is her name
her
again?
up. Charismatic Voice.
I think I've seen this.
Yeah, I've talked about her on this show before.
Yeah.
This one brought me back because it's Jeff Hayes and it was awesome. Who doesn't want to watch a 2-hour, breakdown of Jeff Hayes' voice?
I know, right? Why is this not coming? It's not
It's
going to
okay.
pull up in the thing. So, okay. Anyway, but yes, absolutely. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
I'll send it to you, Joseph.
All right, cool.
All right, Chris, what's your second to last one?
It's not a healthy thing that I'm into, but when I get home from the store, I zone out on my phone and doom scroll for hours.
Okay, before you go on real quick,
It's not a good coping mechanism.
I had a conversation with the boys about this because they're like, oh, Dad's doom scrolling again. And I'm like, no, I am not. I'm just going through on Instagram, just looking at reels. Well, that's doom scrolling. I'm like, no, it's not. And I'm just like, okay, maybe we're coming from two different places here. Define doom scrolling. And they're like, just going through your phone and looking at stuff. I'm like, no. When did this definition change? Because it was originally the definition started in 2016, 2020. And it was people who were on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and it was getting stuck looking at all the bad news. It was just like, oh, life is horrible. That's where I took the term, and where I heard it was doom scrolling, because you were just going down deeper and deeper, getting worse and worse, and you're just stuck in the spiral of how bad things are.
I think
that's what I thought doom scrolling was, but apparently it now just means no, you're just scrolling on your phone.
You're just scrolling on your phone, right in your brain. Yes, so that's what I do. I don't have any kind of news or none of that on my phone. I can't even listen to the or watch the news.
No.
Makes me too sad.
What if you're scrolling for like video game stuff about Doom, like the video game Doom?
Doom scrolling, absolutely. But yeah, so it's not. I don't like that I do that. I know right now for my brain it's necessary just because of what I do all day, and I know it will pass. I'm just like I'm going on 4 months of just coming home and just needing to like. Just do this. But it's and I don't, now that I've caught myself doing it pretty much every day, I want to stop. So that's what I've been into. I'm not liking that though. So I have to get out of that and do something. Not that I feel like I need to be productive, but you can just really lose hours doing that. And I don't like that. So
I get it. Okay, but let me ask you this. The stuff you're going through, though, hello, Lucas. The stuff that you're going through, though, like, is it fun stuff? Is it positive stuff? Is it cute stuff? Because, like, I don't think that's as bad. Like, that's why I didn't like the term doom scrolling. I'm like, if I'm sitting there going through political stuff or all this other stuff and just making myself feel bad, I'm just like, yeah, that's not good. If I'm sitting there watching cute kittens and funny people and, like, people reviewing funny stuff, like, I think that's fine.
Oh yeah, it's just like I watch. So my For You page is like Bookstagram, interior design stuff,
fun couple stuff
that I like send to him.
Maybe we should call that mood scrolling.
Mood scroll, sure.
See, I like that better.
Dopamine.
It's dopamine.
Dopamine fishing.
Yeah, dopamine mining. I'm
Dopamine mining. There you go.
But yeah, I just can lose so much time, and I'll come out of it and realize like I've been sitting down for like a couple of hours, and I'm like, okay, I actually needed to do some stuff.
It's like, what are we gonna watch for Netflix? And then you scroll Netflix long enough to be like, oh, we didn't.
Choice paralysis.
Yes, it is. Yeah,
it's choice paralysis, but also at the same time, it's just like we don't. So we have the television on. We eat. We're not actually watching. It's just the noise background. So at least it is for me. Yeah. So I'm just like, I don't want to. Let's not pick and choose. Let's not make decisions. I've made enough decisions today. Let's just put this on, and then we know what it is. We'll just.
I think I'm going to start putting movies on that I want to watch with, and then she can just sort out.
I don't know what that works too.
But it doesn't work. She's like, I don't want to listen to that.
I don't want to listen to that. I can.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I was going to say, because apparently that's why a lot of people still like those fast services, free and can't remember. You know, like those free channels you can get through like Tubi or whatever, where it's just like it's nothing but Star Trek: The Next Generation, just episode after episode after episode. People are like, I don't want to think about anything. I just want to go home and put something on. And I was just like, I kind of get that. So
I don't want to make any more trips. So
Cat has taken over.
Wow.
He's the star of the show now.
Oh my gosh.
There's his butt.
Yay.
Yep. Cat butt. All right. So thank you, Lucas.
So that's what you're into, Eugene. All right.
No.
Did you watch that show where Eugene was showing the cat's butt? He's so deplorable. He's such a
really. No, I totally get it. Like I said, I do not like the term doom scrolling because of that. Because I'll sit there now. I've also been like, all right, let me just watch some. Let me just kind of scroll through real quick, and then like half an hour's gone. I'm like, I could have watched like a legitimate show of something. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of when it gets me. But yeah, like I get it, friend. Like
I just don't like. It's like this new thing that I've picked up, and I know why I probably do it. I would like to, because I don't do any of my hobbies. That's the thing. I'm sitting here, and I'm just like, I don't do anything. because I have like no capacity for it, and I know it'll pass. It's temporary until
I do the same thing. I come home from work and I'm just like, let me just watch whatever the hell is up on YouTube, and I'll do that for a while. And sometimes that turns into the whole evening.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And then you're like, oh, it's bedtime. What did I do? Nothing.
Yeah, I've done it too, but we've got to have, I really think this is part of the burnout. For me, at least, it's the burnout stuff. And it's just like, no, this is just part of the healing process of
it's just part of it right now.
Just relaxing and doing whatever. And when I get that feeling that I'm going to start making stuff again,
then I will.
It'll be okay.
Yeah.
What is your cat's name?
This is Luke.
Luke. Okay. Sorry.
Yes. Or as we like to refer to him, Lucas the Dukas, who's full of pukas.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one.
So,
all right, your turn.
All right. My second to last thing. Once again, another video here, real quick, just as a thing. Talked about it before. Super still into it. Twilight Imperium 4. I've played multiple games, and like I'm still loving it. It's that board game that takes 8 hours to play.
Oh.
Yeah. So the last one I played was funny because it was only 5 of us. And this is them playing it. This is one of the tournaments that they were playing online that I'm showing here on YouTube. But anyway, yes. Can you imagine being a commentator for an 8-hour board game?
And it looks like he's about to make another move that looks exactly like the last move that he made. And
yeah, pretty much. But anyway, so like, the last game I played, it was only 5 of us. It was the shortest game we've ever played. It was because of some kind of bullshit shenanigan kind of thing that happened. I'm glad the guy that won because it was his first win. But yeah, we were just like, hey, we got to have a rule for this. And we didn't officially vote to make it a rule yet. But I was like, listen, if we don't want to do a rule, I was just going to literally add a rider to it and be like, hey, listen, if you want to make this deal so that if I give you support for the throne now, which is a point to win the game, you're going to give me support for the throne at a later game. This is exactly what happened. And I was literally going to phrase it as new achievement, marked for death. Wow, you've done something so deplorable, it's caused not only this game, but a future game to be in total chaos. Reward, someone is going to come after your ass in the next game, even if it means throwing the game. Watch your back. And I was literally going to say, yeah, like, if someone wants to make this deal, that's fine. Just understand, I will throw the next game to make sure you don't win. Like, we cannot have this happening anymore, guys. This completely screwed things up. But it was still a fun learning experience. We still had fun playing it. So I'm actually playing it again on August 1st. So I'm looking forward to that. So, but yeah, I'm still super into Twilight Imperium. All right, Joseph, what's your next one?
Sudoku. So there is a YouTube channel called Cracking the Cryptic. It's where I first learned that not every country, but countries have like national teams that compete in Sudoku.
Really?
And so this guy and was these 2 gentlemen from the UK, and they're on the UK national Sudoku team. And I watched them solve Sudoku. And I've always been fairly decent at Sudoku. And
real quick, no one can give me shit about this board game anymore.
Sudoku's awesome, man.
Yeah, no, I'm saying if he's watching people play Sudoku on YouTube, you can't give me shit for playing an 8-hour board game.
So the thing about this particular channel is that when you watch him just do a regular normal Sudoku, it's kind of a letdown. They like to play, and now I like to play Sudoku variants. So there's a variant called Fog of War where only 1 or 2 cells are visible, and you have to be able to deduce what's happening so you can unlock the rest of the grid. There's Killer Sudoku where you have these little cages in the Sudoku grid with the numbers that the Sudoku numbers you put in this cage have to add up to what's in that thing. And there's hundreds of variants. And so these guys are solving puzzles that are extraordinarily difficult. Like, there's a whole rating system for these things. And having watched the guy long enough now, at this point, I've started to give myself a shot. And the Sudoku app that I have right now, the hardest difficulty is extreme. but they're just normal Sudokus. And I've gotten myself down to about 5 minutes a piece. And these are Sudoku puzzles that have like we'll have like 3 or 4 numbers, and that's it. That's all you have to go off of, and just, and I don't like it if I don't perfect the game. So I get 3-star rating on it. And it compares you to the other players around the world that have this one app. And then if you watch any of this guy's videos, he will link the game he's playing, because they have a online Sudoku platform where they upload all these games, all these puzzles that they're playing, so that you can go and try them yourselves. And so now, to give myself a challenge, I'm trying to do the ones he's doing, and then I'll go and watch the video after I've solved it. And so I was explaining this to one of my coworkers who he's trying to. Sudoku was like a thing that helps like him like distract himself from the shit that's going on in his life. And so I showed him these things, and I showed him one puzzle, and he saw the puzzle. He looked at the rule set, and he said, "There's absolutely no way any normal human being can solve this." And I was like, "Let's sit down with me at lunch and we'll go through it." And in about 30 minutes, I got through the puzzle. He just looks at me. He's like, "How the hell?" I was like, "There's only 9 numbers, dude. There's a finite number of ways you can do this." And it's just logic based. And so now I've gotten to a point to where that is how I turn my brain off to go to sleep. I will find the hardest Sudoku puzzle I can do and complete it, and then go to bed.
I mean, I get it. I get what you're saying. There's another part of my brain that was like, absolutely not. I'd be so fucking keyed up. Like,
Chris got me this.
Myrtle?
What's Myrtle?
What is this?
It's Wordle and Murder Mystery.
So it's puzzles where you're given like suspects as well as clues, and then you got to X out who did what and who killed who where.
Mm-hmm.
And for the easy ones, and then it gets harder, and it gets harder, and it gets harder. So that's what I've been having fun with. You just brought up puzzles, and I'm with you, man. The puzzles are fun.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'll send one to you guys in the Discord chat so you can see.
Well, I did like the Fog of War one that you sent me.
Yes, that one is that's the one that I introduced this other guy to.
Nice.
And it's a good puzzle. That one took me 37 minutes to beat, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
There was a stretch of time where what was it called? It was on the Nintendo DS. It was like Brain Academy or something like that, and you would turn it sideways.
Brain Age.
Brain Age, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And working a bunch of Sudoku puzzles, and man, I was hooked on it. There was quite a while where I was super hooked on that. So I get it, dude. Not to this level though.
Yeah, I don't know if you can bring up the Discord chat on here, but I just posted the one I'm talking about, and just so you can see the rule set and what the grid actually looks like. It's a fun puzzle to work through.
I love that for you.
That's great.
Already looks at me like I'm crazy.
You sound like Ray right now. Like because every Christmas we give him some sort of like wood block puzzle or like one of those metal puzzles where you have to move the ring, and we always try to get the highest level. And Bugger over here figures it out in like 2 minutes, less than that. And then he's like, I'm done. And it's just like, no. But he just
was it the Fog of War one that you just resent?
Yeah, I just resent that one. Yeah.
Give me a second. I'm pulling it up now.
Does that look fun to you?
No, that's the one I finished.
Oh.
It's a fun
All right, let's
puzzle.
see here.
It was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Sure, he did it in 23 minutes.
Nice.
It was a fun one.
I'd cry. I would cry.
Just
And somebody
scroll
would
through the rules there, Eugene.
Standard Sudoku rules apply 1 through 9 every row, column, and 3x3 box. Fog of War. The grid is covered in fog. Placing correct digits will reveal the surrounding cells in the grid. No guessing is required. Killer cages. The sum of the digits in a dotted cage must match the small number in its top left corner. Okay.
So that, for instance, that gray area could be a 7 and an 8 in order to make 15.
Yeah.
German whispers. Green lines require adjacent cells on the line to differ by at least 5. region sums, the sum of the digits in a blue line are equal in each 3x3 box. The blue line is in. The sums may have different.
This is like
There's more and more rules. Fuck that.
scene in Finding Nemo where Marlin is with the sea turtles and he's getting.
He's trying to tell me something.
That's what it's like. That's what I'm hearing. Like you're speaking English words, and I know they're English words, but they make no sense when you're putting them together.
Ray, if you want to try some good ones, Cracking the Cryptic is the YouTube channel. There's a link to every single puzzle.
I looked it up while you were talking about it.
Nice.
All right. I used to do the star one where you had 5 different Sudokus all together, where you had to solve one box to figure out the 4 boxes in order to figure out the middle. Yeah.
So I'm the personality hire in the marriage. That's my role.
Nice. Cyrus, what's your second to last?
I don't have any others, and I'm gonna have to go. Unfortunately, I'm supposed to be on another thing, and I didn't realize. So I'm gonna have to run off of here.
It was good to see you, Ty.
Yeah, sorry about that. At times, you think things there's different times for some reason.
Oh, I know all about it.
All
about it.
Yeah, but great show. Thanks for having me on, guys. I appreciate it. And we'll hang out again next time. So.
All right, dude. Talk to you later, man.
Cool.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, Ray. Bring us home.
All right. My last one, because we've already talked about all the other stuff. I have been doing deep dives on people doing caricatures.
Oh, nice.
And it is something I really want to do at some point. It's a lot of fun. And the trick is to be playful in their appearance, but and their dimensions and their proportions, but not mean. And there's a fine line, and that's what I'm going to have to try and learn at some point. But yeah, it's fun. It's really cool to be able to see a couple of lines come together, and you can see the person in that. So it's a talent that I would love to be able to grow.
Have y'all seen? I don't know if I've sent it to you, but I told Christy, I was like, okay, this might be the second option for a tattoo for me. The question is which one? Where people take the picture of a cat's face and they kind of sketch out like just half of the face, and then it goes down to like I'm like, that is gorgeous. The problem is I've got 8 of these buggers, and I would feel horrible picking one over the rest of them. So.
There you go. Done.
Because this guy right here is normally like he was my cat, but more and more like he wants to stay with me during the day. But like last night he slept with me, but that's only because the boys aren't here. Like he's been sleeping with the boys. So, and then Miles has been sleeping with me. So it's like, are you still my cat? I'm not heartbroken or anything about it. But in fact, I love the fact that he's sleeping or hanging out with the boys. But it's just like, well, who would I pick? So I get it. So. But yeah, that kind of reminds me of the caricature thing is, pulling in just the basic shapes because you look at it and you're like, oh, that's that cat. 100%. So, Chris, what's your last one, lady?
I don't think I have one. I'm trying to rack my brain. And the one I did come up with is kind of annoying and cheesy. And it's working with him at the store.
No, that sounds totally awesome.
I like it.
Saturdays are fun.
Saturdays are fun, but what we did is there was so much thought and planning into the layout of the store. We were very intentional with things as best as we could, and our counter space area, knowing what we wanted to have there. I'm not very great with spatial stuff. I have to see it in order to know and tape things out. When we were designing the countertop part was fun, and we taped over the cabinets, being like, okay, so if you stand here and I stand here, it's great. But when you put that into practicality, Ray is a broad man. He's got very wide set shoulders and a barrel chest. And so he's tall. So he takes up a lot of space that way. So he'll get in his pose and is literally the entire counter. And I'm like, okay, bud, there's no room for me here now. I'm not short or anything like that, but it's just like, now this is Ray's counter. I'm just going to walk around and just things. God, there's no space for me behind the counter, and I'm constantly just shifting him.
It's my bar.
It's his bar, and he loves it, and it's perfect, and it's a great height and everything like that. But I think that's the one thing where I'm just like, how did you not really think about that logistic? I didn't think about us actually standing behind the counter and the things actually being in place and how we would actually use it.
We attempted to kind of do that, but it just didn't.
No, so it's really only just the one of us.
So y'all built a one butt kitchen, essentially, is what we would refer to down here.
Well, just the one butt counter.
Well, it's all the space that there really was. Now we still can.
Yes.
One person can check somebody out while somebody else is making coffee. That was what we had to do. Technically, we could.
Technically, but can I talk about your procedure?
Yep.
Okay, so
I've had two lumps removed.
Yeah, and they're fine. They're lymphomas, which is just a fat goblet. Yep. So he's okay. But because he's got stitches on his back and it's tender, I am like trying to like maneuver him, like being like, oh, I'm behind. Like, could you just shift without touching his back? Because it's tender, it's sore, very much so. I mean, he's got like 7 stitches across there. So it's just like, where can I? So it's his elbow, or it's his hip, or it's just something like touch the. Because normally I would just run my hand across his back, but I can't do that right now. So just trying to be like, how do you move a man who's also 100 pounds more than me out of the way? And it's not easy, but
I tell him to kick me. It's fine.
Because that's going to come back at me someday.
I didn't say there weren't be consequences.
But it's a deep kitchen, so it's fine. It's just when we're standing side by side, I did not take into consideration. I should have taped out how much actual space there was behind for the two of us.
I get it. I totally get that.
But I like it when we're there together.
I think 2 normal sized people, so 2 of you would be fine.
2 of you would be fine. 2 of you would be fine. Yeah, 2 of you.
Joseph and I would have a tough time getting behind.
One of you would be on the side because you 2 would just be bumping into each other.
Check them out in another store.
Yeah, come over here. But but I do like when we're working together. When you come after work and you walk around and you fuss and it's cute and you pick and you help, and the way you help customers, like you do it way different than I do. It's so much. It's more attentive than I do because I just sort of let people be. I say hi and stuff, but I normally more or less leave people be, and he does not. We're having we're friends. We're having conversations. We're finding out about each other. I'm serving you. You turn almost into like a host. You're a host for sure.
I do. I view it as a host because we are a third space, and part of that third space is, you're coming in and. Well, what do you like to read, and what do you enjoy? Have you considered this before?
I would not have given that old lady water. I told you that would not have. Something I should do. She looked like she was a little winded. She was sitting, and again, that's what the point of the story is to just chill. And I went over there. I'm like, "Can I get you some water?" Yeah. And she's like, "That would be lovely." I said, "Do you want some ice in it?" "Yes, please." And so I got her some ice water. Right? Like it's. Just the different way we do it, the way we do it. And
there's nothing wrong with the way you do it either.
It's just also attentive.
Nice.
So that's it.
Fair enough. It's kind of funny that Sai jumped off because, my last thing, and this is actually his video going here, is Star Fox. I bought a Switch 2 mainly because I even messaged him. I was like, listen, you son of a bitch. You and the last line of both posted videos, you bastards, about how Star Fox is the killer app for the Switch 2. And my God, it looks so much fun. And so my big thing was like, okay, yes, this looks fantastic. And I love that game. But the Switch 2 goes up in price on September 1st. So if I'm going to pull the trigger, I probably should go ahead and do it. And sure enough, that's what I decided to do. So I went ahead and bought one. luckily, you know, Amazon's there and they're just like, oh, but you know, you could split this up and for interest free for 6 months, pay this amount. I'm like, that amount's doable. I guess I could do this. And so I was asking Sai all these other questions. I was like, so, you know, several things. Like, number one, is there any reason to hold on to the Switch 1? Does the Switch 1 controllers work on the Switch 2? A couple other questions like that. And let me tell you, I bought this thing. It came in on Thursday. I'm gonna have to sell the original. Well, I'm gonna sell my original Switch. But the fact that the other controllers I have for the Switch 1 work on this thing, and I'm not gonna have to buy any additional controllers if the boys want to play, that is a huge fucking step. The fact that all of my games on my Switch 1 transferred over to this thing, and I only had to buy one game for the thing, you know, to be able to play it, and I can go back and play all my other stuff at like a higher definition and stuff. I'm like, there's a lot of good selling points for this thing. But yeah, like I've totally enjoyed it. I've already beat the game once. There's multiple ways to go through the maps to beat it, and I'm almost to the end on a second playthrough. I may play some more of it tonight. We'll see. But I did not realize, I've actually got them both here. I did not realize how much bigger this thing is. Like, it's one thing to see it in the store, but like, of course, here's the Switch 2. Here's the Switch 1. Oh, look, you can see the cat there. But here's the Switch 1. Like, it is, it's kind of hard to see, but it is like
screens, yeah.
huge compared to this thing. And it feels good. But yeah, like I'm really enjoying this thing. And I can't wait for the boys to get home because I think they're both going to like playing Star Fox. I think they're both going to enjoy it. It was Alex or Nick. I want to say it was Alex. Was like, so are you thinking about buying Mario Kart now, Dad? I'm like, no, I'm not thinking about buying Mario Kart. The dad's birthday is coming up in September. So
Mario Kart World is a lot of fun. I will say
yeah, I've heard it's a lot of fun if you play with your friends or you play it, you know, by yourself. You just don't play online with randos because they're all fucking cheaters. So
I did not play Mario Kart 8, so I don't know if this is a thing, but in Mario Kart World, there's a free roam.
No,
mode.
that was not in 8.
Yeah, so on the pause screen, you can go into free roam and you can just like drive through all of the maps.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
And
That's
so
cool.
and there are like things for you to do, and that's the easiest way for you to unlock the different variants instead of trying to do it during a race. So you don't have to feel the pressure of that. But yeah, like if you're just like, you know, in Bowser's Castle and go to free roam, you get to just drive around the castle and see what it's like. And then all the maps are interconnected, so you could leave Bowser's Castle and just go all the way across the whole map.
Weird.
Mm-hmm.
What are we looking at, Lucas?
Oh, sorry. No, we're getting the dogs.
That's not your sound.
No, it's not your sound.
So, all right, Joseph, what's your last one?
All right, so my last one is my new job. That is something I'm extraordinarily excited about. So for some background, I was at a happy hour with, so one more step back. I split time right now with the engineering, IT and engineering, and research. That's what I've been doing for since January. And I liked the role I had in engineering. I was a product owner. So basically I would take customer requests, fix them up to where they would make sense for the engineers to code, and then the engineers would code them, right? And I was at a happy hour with the engineering team about a month ago at this point, sitting down talking to the back-end developers. And these guys happen to be the guys that I play board games with. So we're pretty tight-knit, and we talk to each other about a lot of stuff. And I was just sitting there, and I was just bitching about the research work. I'm done with it. I don't want to do it anymore. I hate it. Like it's not, doesn't have the same, I've been doing it for 10 years now, and I've had the same title for 10 years, not advanced one iota, you know? And so I was considering leaving the company, you know. I started applying around. I had a few interviews, and so I'm just going through it. And I was like, I'm done. Like, I will not be working for this company. by the end of the summer. Like this, I can't. Like even if I have to quit and take something or multiple somethings, like I just cannot do this thing anymore. Well, I'm saying all this, pouring my heart out and saying some very unkind things about my company, and I turn around and our CIO is standing right here, and he heard all of it, and I was just like, cool, I'm gonna get fired now. I have no job. I'm gonna get fired. And he sits down in front of me. He's like, I want to talk to you more about this. He's like, but I have an idea that I think will make you happy and it will make me happy. He's like, it is a win-win situation for the two of us. And I said, okay. He's like, so 2 weeks after that, he and I sat down. He's like, and he says, I have, without your knowledge, have been trying to prep the research division of the company. I've talked to the CEO and I've talked to our senior partners. And he's like, I just needed to figure out a way to approach you about this until I heard you say how much you hated everything. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. So he and I spoke for about an hour about a new role that they are creating specifically for me within the engineering department for the parent company of our organization. I am going to be splitting my time until my replacement can get up to speed. The timeline is 6 weeks from the time my replacement starts. So I will split my time, and then after that 6 weeks mark, I am just leaving research behind and fully going to be on the engineering side. And my replacement starts on Monday. We happen to find someone like that. Was going to be great. So I am very stoked about it. I am going to be, the title is a solutions engineer.
Nice.
What I do a lot of for the research team right now is I run the most complex versions of research that our company does, because I don't believe that we should ever turn down work because our system or our platform cannot do the work. If we can't actually, like, if you come to us and say, like, we want to talk to, people that scrub barnacles off the bottom of a boat in Saudi Arabia, we're not going to find those people. Like, that's absolutely impossible. So, but if you come and tell me we can't do this research because our platform cannot do the type of thing, that's bullshit. There is a way. There's always a way. And I have been known to take tools that should never be integrated or never be put together and daisy chain the shit out of them to make it work in our platform, because that's just who I am, how I like to work.
Been there, done that, dude.
Yeah. So my job now is going to be that. It's literally, I'm going to be sitting at a desk. Wouldn't it be cool if we had a tool that did this thing, write the requirements for it, do a little bit of coding, and then send it to the back engineering team for them to do a full load out of it. Yeah, I'm going to sit down with customers, clients, and sit down and be like, hey, what don't you like about the research you do right now? Or like, where are you finding holes in the stuff you do? It's like, it'd be really great if we had if a system existed to do this thing. And then I sit down and I get to come up with the way to do said thing. So I'm currently, the first ask of me was to learn Python. So I'm currently learning how to code in Python. I don't need to actually do the coding. I just need to be able to read it enough to where when I talk to the engineer on my team, that we can build out these simple tools to show proof of concept before they go to the actual back-end engineers for development. So I need to learn how to do that. I am the bridge between the business and customers when it comes to all their engineering solutions. And then the third thing that I found out that I just learned on Friday was I'm going to be tasked with creating my own AI agent for our business, so that when people have questions and I'm not there, my AI is there to help them figure out what the hell's going on. Nice. Because as my former boss now, the senior partner that's in charge of research, said, is like, we can't let your brain go. Like this we need you in some capacity here. And I was like, well, I'm just moving to the other side of the building. You need to ask me a question, just go ask me a question, But I kind of get what they're wanting. They essentially want a Copilot or Claude plugin for our platform, but that's proprietary, and it's going to be me when it's all said and done. So I was joking with Elaine. I was like, I'm going to create my own Jarvis, which is going to be cool. Follow me around everywhere. I have no idea how to do that. Don't even know where to start. So, but I have to figure, that's going to be one of the things I have to figure out. One of our backend engineers wrote the code and has an AI agent to help him do his stuff because he doesn't trust Claude. So that's how he does some of the things he does for organizational purposes. He's like, so I'll show you how to do this simple thing, and then whatever they want to do, we'll go from there. And my first big project that I know is waiting for me when my 6 weeks are ready is that I'm going to be writing tools for Microsoft, because they came to us because our current CIO used to be the VP of their software engineering team, and he came out of retirement to work for us. And Microsoft basically went, it's like, wherever you go, we're going to go to ask for help. And if you say these are the guys that are going to do it for that can do it for us, these are the guys that we're going to do it for us. So I have a thing with Microsoft that's going to become due by the end of the year that I have to show proof of concept for that will be pretty cool. And I am very excited about it. My team consists of someone that lives in North Carolina and someone that lives in the UK. So if I wanted to go fully remote, I have the blessing to do that. And I can work Eastern hours if I want to. So I can essentially be out at 3 o'clock every single day. And yeah, I literally get to sit down and create things to do things, which I am very excited about.
Dude, that's awesome.
There's this lovely little town called Goderich, Ontario, and it's a little
I was going to say, so are you basically the guy in Office Space? I take the engineers and have them talk to the customers.
As a product owner, yes, that is what I used to do. That was Milton's job.
I know, right? I was like, okay.
Or not in Milton. The other guy, he's like, oh yeah, people skills. Yeah, that's. But
what
one of
the hell is wrong with you people?
When I had my very first meeting with my team, they had already spent like 3 weeks working on a tool, and they showed me the coding for it, and they showed me the inputs and outputs, and then what the final design will look like for the thing. And the very first question is, why? And they all looked at me and was like, what do you mean why? I was like, why would you do that? Nobody on the research side does anything remotely. Like, this would be useless day one. And they all stopped and like, you know how much money you just saved the company from stopping us from doing this thing? It's like, I don't know, but I'm glad I'm here, because holy, I would have seen that. And then as the product owner, I would have been like, this is horseshit. No one's going to use it. I was like, so I'm glad I stopped you.
Yeah. It's interesting that you're going through that, because they're putting, I'm getting some Power BI training in order to do some data mining, as well as visualization and stuff for that data. So, and we have a little AI agent called Rex, and it's a in-house one that they've made, and it's all trained on all of our stuff. So if you want to know something about the nuclear stuff, you type it in, and it says, oh, if you're working on this component, and it spits out all the information that you need to know about that part of the component. And it's kind of fun. So
I did joke with them. I was like, can I put like Easter eggs in the AI? They're like, what do you mean? I was like, if they ask a question and they still do it wrong like more than 4 times, can they say like, Joseph thinks you're a fucking idiot. Go talk to him.
I highly suggest you go speak to Joseph.
Yeah.
Let's workshop the language.
Yeah. And you got to come up with a great name for this thing.
Yeah. I have no idea what it's going to be, but I do have to. Yeah. I'm excited. Yeah.
I'd call it Bob.
The crazy part.
The Bob.
The Bob. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I'll ask Dennis next weekend if I can use Bob.
I'm creating AI agent. I need to call it the Bob.
Or no, what is the AI? What is the AI that's in the later ones?
There's 2.
Okay, well, there's the evil one. What's the good one? That was in Heaven's River. That was watching over Heaven's River.
Oh yeah, I don't remember.
I'll have to look it up. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Keep going. I'm looking it up.
Okay.
But yeah, the best part of it all though was that because this position never existed and they're creating it for me, there was a small part of me that wondered if I was gonna, end up taking a pay cut or something like that. And I am making a full lateral move until January, and then I will get paid as an engineer, whatever the hell that means.
Panic.
Yeah. I could not pull that. I was just like, oh, there's but anyway, no, I still think the Bob is awesome, actually. So.
Yeah.
But anyway. Well, that is our show for the month, ladies and gentlemen. For this month, at least. Let's go ahead and move on to our picks and pans. Let's just go ahead and stick with the rotation we've been doing. Ray, you got a pick or pan for us?
I'm gonna go. You know what, Dungeon Carl. I know we've talked about it a lot. Still a major pick on my part, and I will pick Wizard's Cat.
Okay.
I won't say anything else, but a bit of a slow burn because it's a Nathan Lowell book.
Right.
I had some fun with it though, so yeah.
Okay. I've got to get it. I've got to get started on it. So Chris, pick or pan?
So, my pick would be the first thing I said on here, which would be the reality TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that UK Love is Blind season 3 was happening so soon. So that's delightful.
You had fun.
That's very delightful. Because anyway, clearly I can do a whole TED talk on this without much prompting. Also Logan being home for the weekend, and she's also enjoying her new role at the camp. So for 3 years, she's been just a straight up counselor. And that is a very structured job, right? Like, because you have a start time, the kids this is what all the activities, meal times, everything, bedtime, it's all very structured. And that's just how it goes. And because she's now senior staff, she's doing programming. She's making up her own schedule and kind of making up her own how she wants to break up her day and where she wants to be involved and things like that. And so that's brand new to her. And she's also really good at asking for help when she needs it. So
good for her.
That's like, we've been belligerent about that as parents. Like, nobody can read your mind.
Yeah.
Ask for help. So she, has a contact person. So she's like, so can you just give me like a rough idea of what you guys like? How would you do it, kind of thing? And so that really helped her. And she had a great week. And this was her first week running the program. She runs the music and drama department, or program, I should say, at the camp for this week. And she switches on and off with somebody. But she had a really great week. And so it was really nice to hear that. And my pan would be the forest fires that are happening in Northern Ontario that apparently your president is so mad about. He's going to tariff us.
Yes, because
them stop, because we had total fucking control over that.
You know what? I'm not going to get
we're not going to get it. But what it's done is, so on Wednesday morning, it was weird. It blew in like it was like a horror movie. It
was like looking at Mars. This red sky.
It was very
I saw some video of it.
Apocalyptic. And then when I opened up the door, I just got a wave of wood smoke. But it's wood smoke with something else. So it was all the other stuff that's burning too. And it's been like that. So Wednesday was the worst visual day. Like, it was so orange. And then it's got progressively better. It's just hazy. So the wood smoke kind of is dissipated a little bit. Yeah. But what it's done is it's canceled a lot of stuff that's outdoor, right? Because of the air quality. We have some of the worst air quality in the world right now. It's supposed to get better, but tomorrow's
supposed to be smoke free.
Yeah,
and I think it comes back in on Monday or Tuesday. So.
Yeah, it comes in again. But we have some wildfires are out of control, some are controlled, some are contained. So it's all over the place. But and then Toronto, which is just a couple of hours away from us, was under a full-blown tornado warning.
Yeah. Because
of the winds.
Rare for them.
Yeah. So, because they're on the lake, and it's like this massive city. Anyway, so that's my pan, is all the wildfire. Because it's personally, you know, like it's hard to go outside and breathe, and you're irritated and stuff, but also environmental damage that's happening and the personal cost of those northern communities is just catastrophic.
And on top of that, like all the firefighters that have to get sent out there to help fight these things, like good on them for doing it, because that's some scary shit. So,
but we'll have guys when you have forest fires, but what we get is threats with tariffs when we no control over that too.
We were going there.
Oh no, you should go there because that's
it's bullshit.
Yeah,
it is bullshit. Like
there was a really good YouTube video or Instagram reel that I was just watching before the show, and it's one of a Canadian guy. He really explains a lot of good political stuff and what's happening and all that stuff. But what I liked was the breakdown of all the help that we've been sending down the States during these fires over the last few years. Quebec has sent 4 planes that just hang out in California during your worst seasons. And so,
we've got nothing.
Anyway, we will continue, and we really appreciate the firefighters that are out there.
Yes, we do.
Yep. I'm going to jump in real quick with Cyrus's. He said, my pick is Camping with Champion, like he talked about earlier on the show. He said, my pan is Sony, which if you know what's going on with that,
dude,
basically there's a lot of shit going on with Microsoft, but yeah, Sony's in everyone's shit box right now. So
I can't understand how a company who made decisions specifically because Xbox did these, we're not going to do backwards compatible. You're going to download. You're not going to own anything, and you're going to love it. And Sony's like, oh fuck that. Here, you want to share a game? Here you go. Like, to go from that and to now be the evil people that have removed people's movies that they owned, they paid for completely, and now you just have no access to, as well as like removing the whole physical games and everything. Like, I don't know what they're. I don't know, dude. It's
and like I was talking to Cy just the other day. Another thing to bring up is, they own Blu-ray. Like that is their format. Yep. So if they decide they're going to start cutting back, this isn't just the end of physical games. We could start seeing a huge amount of cut back on physical movies and TV shows as well. I mean, it's already happening, but Gen Z is like, no, fuck this. I want physical copies. So I'm hoping, maybe we all need to jump on that bandwagon.
We see it. There are so many people that come in and be like, you know what? Fuck them. I want the physical copy.
Physical copy. Yep.
Is the digital copy we don't own anymore. And if owning isn't stealing, if owning, anyway.
As I've been referred to, I will never crack this book open to read it. It will never happen. But I still like having the book trophy. It's just physical copies are just, there's something about it. So
it's yours.
Yep.
I've got 2 things. Number 1 is 2026. Just fuck 2026 all the way around. Christy lost her mom a month or so ago. We had the funeral for that last weekend. I lost my grandmother a couple weeks ago. We had the funeral for it earlier last week. Last week was a motherfucker of a week. And then, our president and all the shit that's going on. So yeah, just kind of fuck 2026 all the way around. That being said, I do have one more thing that is actually a positive. My pick. I didn't put it on the big thing just because it is kind of a limited thing. But yeah, the day that I ordered my Switch 2 and it came in, I had pre-ordered something else that came in as well, and it came in the same day. As some of you may know, I actually don't have it turned on right now, but back over there years ago, I had designed and 3D printed an Autobot Matrix of Leadership. Hasbro had never done one. It's been 40 fucking years, but Hasbro had never done one. Really, you're going to stand up now. Anyway, Hasbro had never done one, and I had always said if they ever do one, I would stop making them. Well, I stopped making them years and years ago because it's too much. It was too much work. And that's the Mark II that I have back there. Mine is also signed by Peter Cullen, the voice of Optimus Prime. So, and unfortunately, it's kind of smeared because of the print lines, but I don't care. I know that's that man's signature. I watched him sign it and was in tears when I did it because he's my fucking hero. Anyway, yeah. So the other thing that came in, sorry, son, you're kind of in the way, buddy. Hasbro has finally released their own version. It is a lot larger than the one that I made. I mean, it looks pretty fucking awesome. But I was literally working. Mine actually lights up. You can plug it in through a USB, and it will light up. It also works on batteries. But of course, a lot of people were like, "Well, can you open it?" No, you can't open it. And I was working on that before I finally kind of gave up because it was going to be way too much stuff, and I was trying to figure out how to do lights and sound. Like it was going to get super expensive. And then Hasbro released this.
Woo! There you go.
This makes me so happy you have no idea. And if you don't think when I opened this up for the first time I didn't hold it over my head like Rodimus did, you're insane. And then see it still glows whenever it's going. It just looks so fucking good. Anyway, so yeah, that's living back up on top of the thing. And I was just like, I've made these. I know these. They stole your design. No, believe me, mine's a completely different design. But yeah, like I was like, I have to have this. As soon as they announced it this year, I was like, I have to have it. Now the question is in September they're doing certain nights. What is Fathom Events is doing a 40-year screening in 4K of Transformers the movie at the theater. I may have to go. The question is do I wear this one or do I wear my other one? So, but yeah, like I'm just
signed.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, the other one's signed, but on the other hand, it actually is like the size of my chest. Like that's the other thing was I was limited for how big it could be on my 3D printer, but I'm like, if I'm a human transformer, like this is the correct size. This is way too fucking big. Like this is like Ray, this would be like, no, this is too big for my chest too. Anyway, so yeah, that's my pick. That's my one pick. So Joseph, you have a pick or pan for us?
Just a pick. It was Lit RPG Con. Fantastic. Had
Absolutely.
a great time. Hopefully, Eugene, you can come next year. That would be awesome. You know,
no promises. We're kind of saving money for a trip to go. So yeah.
But a great time. I highly recommend. Yeah. Jeff Hayes and Matt Denman are pretty cool dudes.
Nice. That's so awesome. That is so cool that you got to go to that. So I would love to go to that con though. That sounds like I'm like you. I get what you said because you messaged us and you're like, I have never felt like such a noob before.
Yeah.
And I was like, I get it. Like if you go to a convention for something that you don't know, like if I ever went to like one of these book conventions that like my sister-in-law goes to, I would be like, I understand how this works because all conventions are kind of pretty much the same. But the specific flavors where I'd be like, oh, I am no depth here. So.
All of the panels that were going on were about how the authors did things. So like the very first panel I went to was how they came up with their main characters and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And one of the guys was talking about how the villain in one of his book series is based off his best friend. And it's like, probably should see a therapist about that, you know? But yeah, that's my pick. No panic.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, that is our show for the month, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. I guess let's go ahead and jump on into our social media stuff real quick. So, Ray and Chris, where can we find y'all online?
Him at the Reluctant Yeti, which is mostly reposting stuff that we've done for the Book Peddler.
Yes. It's also for sending really fun cars to my friends.
Yes. Well, see, we have that in common because my grandpa used to restore old vintage cars.
Yeah. Nice. That's awesome.
So, yeah. I appreciate them too. So we finally there. And then for me, Moody Midlife, I don't post. I rarely do because it's either just, it's reposting stuff from our business. Yeah.
Which it should be. That's awesome. That's
great. Follow us there.
Hell yeah.
Maybe someday we can sponsor the show.
We'll see. I don't know about that. Joseph, where can we find you online?
Blue Sky usually in the worst link there possible.
Yeah.
They gotta fix that,
That's
man.
not,
It's
that's not no.
I don't think they care anymore because honestly, I think social media is just kind of dying. Like it's
that's true.
like, people have their friend groups, they're sending stuff out. They are following some new people here and there, but for the most part, like a lot of people are just like, yeah, I'm kind of done. Like social media for me now. Facebook is where I go use Marketplace to look for stuff occasionally.
Yeah.
And Instagram is where I doom scroll for cute and funny stuff. Like, when I send y'all cat stuff or, crazy stuff that I send to Joseph and Ray about like hating work or whatever. So, see now I'm going to feel bad if I send something about like, work being, crappy or whatever. Joseph's going to be like, don't know that anymore, bro.
Weeks of crap.
Do what?
I still have 6 more weeks of crap before it's good.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so I got 6 more weeks to find stuff. Okay, got it. Speaking of which, you can find me at Optimachine on Instagram. Like I said, that's pretty much just reposting the stuff you're going to find it. Epically Geeky, where you can find all the shows and stuff that we do. Follow the podcast. Find us on YouTube. We'll talk all about that here in just a second. Thanks for everyone that was in the chat. We didn't have a lot of people, but I know Born Distracted was here most of the time. My boy Wolfus jumped in at one point. And like I said, we're going to continue to do the shows. We're going to continue to do them live on YouTube or whatever. I have a feeling I need to start posting in Facebook on some of these author groups and stuff because there's going to be some people that might want to watch the next episode of Marginally Geeky. So that's going to be fun. Let's see here. There was one more comment here. Who had the last comment? Oh, it was Cyrus saying great show. Thank you, sir. Glad you got to join us for a while. So, yeah. For everyone in the site and everyone in the chat, have a good night. Make sure to check out epicallygeeky.com, where you can find all of the shows that we do, including the Epically Geeky Show, Marginally Geeky Book Club, Creatively Geeky, Sustainably Geeky, EG Live, and EG Gaming. But before you do, make sure to like and subscribe here on YouTube. And if you're a person with a human-style body, why not head over to our TeePublic store and grab a t-shirt, hat, shorts, or whatever else they sell to cover that body. You can find the link in the show notes. And thanks for supporting us here at Epically Geeky. See you next time.